Wow, hello.
Have at it, boys.
What's up, Daddy? Let's go. What's up,
MP?
guys?
Morning, Michael. Morning,
Not
Andre.
much. Just
Morning.
setting a couple things that changed on my screen right now. But how are you guys?
funny.
How are we doing today?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Looking forward to seeing whatever we can find today.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
House account, we turned around and made money yesterday. Just a little FYI, guys. We got stopped out to the tick. We got stopped out tick, but I made an executive decision. To get back in right where we got ticked out because it came right back up to it. And my God,
what price did we sell? Hey, what price again did we sell in that house account trade? It was a massive winner. It would have been a massive winner.
It would have been a massive.
I can tell you right now.
A good winner, yeah.
Yeah, what was it?
51.85 quarter. That's where the stop was.
51.85.
If we would have risked the 10 to get the 10, we would have got the 10.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 4 for 5. We're 4 for 5. I believe.
Good stats.
We're up like 12 grand, 15 grand on the house account. Nice. But that's a team account, guys. This is all of us trading on a house account together. It's open. Where's the horses? Off to the races.
Bam.
Giddy up.
All right, daily levels at the top of your screen, everybody. Those are levels that we're watching. Share your levels. Rips, do you have any levels?
Yes. The level that I have to the downside here is 834 quarters in the NASDAQ. And then above that, 873 evens. And then above that, 918 quarters. If we break above 918 quarters, I think we will have a nice little squeeze to the top side.
Give me the 34s. What was after the 34s?
I got you. 918 upside, 834 downside.
19.
834 quarters, 918 quarters to the top side, and then 873 right in the middle, which is what we're kind of diddling at right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say right in the middle. Okay, guys. We have Rips is looking to sell. Is that what Richard says? What big headlines do we have overnight?
Nothing really. Kind of quiet.
Nothing
overnight.
Right?
Okay.
Just wait. Yeah. They'll be coming. They'll be flying around today.
I think so too.
Israel-Iran thing?
Probably. Israel hasn't made their move yet.
Yeah, that's the main. That's the main one we're watching. We also do have Fed speakers today.
We got Powell today, Michael. We got Powell at 12:15 Central Time.
Jack, didn't Powell leave us a voicemail a couple weeks back?
Oh, he's left us a couple. He won't stop calling.
You
leave him on red. We got 86% long here in crude for all you crude traders. We'll watch gold today. Gold's been the star of the show the last few days. Big time volatility in gold. Big time moves, big time volume. So it's been fun to watch. Speaking of gold, 76% long. But yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys. John, how are we looking on that opening range trade?
Still in it. I mean,
what did we take? I'm sorry.
Range.
We're still in the range.
Still in the opening range. It's kind of large, and it's right up against that weekly kickoff low of 51.03 in the S&Ps. It is that's one tick above the low of the opening range right now. So, and we're still in it. We've got negative 1,500 in Delta right now. Ready. So if we do take out the high of the opening range, I think that might be a worthwhile opportunity. It's almost a 5-point opening range, so that's about 7 points of risk. But we're still in it. NASDAQ, S&Ps, we're still in it. Rips, I think you might be right. I mean, this might be a day just to trade practice or a trading combine, something like that, because we're just not seeing a whole lot of participation here.
Right.
I'm going to jump in with one lot.
John, what I always think about that, if you've been trading for a while, in the beginning, yes. But I think a trader needs to get, comfortable with it. So yes, practice or combine. But if you've been trading for a while, you need to be in the markets, and that's just where, unless you're cold, unless you're off, unless things haven't worked for you. But to have different market states, I think it's still good to be able to trade range-bound markets, breakout markets, breakdown,
of course,
whatever you want to call them, and be there, because it's hard to peg. Like right now, we don't know if it's going to be a range-bound day, trending higher, trending lower. Right now, it's range-bound. So there's the three strategies, guys. If you want to go as basic as they come, there's range bound markets, trending markets, whether it's uptrend or downtrend, and they all can be played a little bit differently. Now, we in the morning like to try to get an idea of what that's setting up to be, and we'll keep talking about that. But right now, range bound rips.
Yeah, range bound, as well as kind of what John and I were alluding to, is the fact that there's a lack of liquidity on either side right now. And anytime that these algorithms are moving the price, you have a lot of these other algorithms that are ducking orders. And you're seeing this if you're watching the bid and the ask and the way that they're spreading this around, you're seeing big gaps in prints and liquidity that is really difficult to read and trade. And if you're trying to watch the order flow of the market right now, kind of makes your head spin because you can get faked out so easily there. I was trading this earlier before I came on to the Topstep program here, and I got chopped to bits. And that was kind of what my litmus test was of whether or not I was going to trade my XFAs or my live account today. And just recognizing that the reads are very difficult for my style of trading. It just doesn't make for a very conducive day for me, for at least for my style. There might be some folks out there that can nail this stuff. I mean, probably a good majority out there, but it's all about, Michael, recognizing who you are as a trader and then trading how your style is and exploring your own style. So, and this is not to say, that nobody should be trading this market. It's more so that if you're recognizing your own style isn't conducive to this trading style, it's best to lay off trade practice, trade a combine.
Yep. All right,
I'm starting to get some levels here, Michael. We're not near them yet, but I'll have our upside targets in the NASDAQ.
What's the tilt, Andre? I'm curious.
Tilt in NASDAQ currently is 72% long. And then we have 69% long ES. And how about this? YM short 67%. So long ES, NASDAQ, short in the Dow. We always see that divergence in the mornings on the open with between those three. John said we have a minus 5,000 delta in ES. It's kind of big, kind of for this time of day.
I'm short from 72s right now, just a one lot. I dipped my toe in the water earlier, lost a hundo. I'm up 200 on this. But this
you said you're short?
Yeah, short 72s. I'm keeping it very light and tight. Actually, I'm out. I'm going to scratch today. I'm scratch. Back to scratch. Dip toes and water.
Prescient move to get out there.
Yeah, Michael. So if we see a move above 17,900, we can look to really take a long, maybe house account style. We got three of our guys with the levels that are giving us their basically 918 upside, 925 upside. So I'll let you know if we're getting close to 17,900 to the upside. Could be a house account play there.
Is this if they break, if it stays above the 900s?
Yeah, we got to move to above 918s, 925s, break out to the upside. Yeah, we're not there yet. Something to keep an eye on.
Stop
Code along from 18,866, looking for a run above 18,900. 17,900, I think he means.
Yeah, I think the breakout area that I'm looking for has been our level. We've had this level for quite some time, 17,918 quarters, and we've been really bouncing off that level. And both attempts, when I was trading this earlier, were trying to long that level. And I guess I was a little bit stubborn and bullheaded, where I really wanted to see that breakout of 918s, because above 918s, we have a level up at 960. So that's about 40 points of alpha to the upside there that I was trying to gun for. But, it's looking like if we revisit that area, we're going to get some stops popped. So we might have to gather some liquidity to get there. But yeah, again, still looking very predictable from my end here.
We took out the low of the opening range. Now, Andre, I'm looking at yesterday's low. Wasn't
50? What was it? We're you're looking for the Austin Silver trade.
Austin Silver, right?
Yep. Low of the day overnight 50.88 in the S&Ps. Gold selling off a little bit right now. We're down about $8 for 7 minutes of trading here. 8 minutes of trading.
We are running into our level of 834 and 3/4 to the downside there. I am in a short, but I don't really trust it. Just a one lot.
I'm long. Yeah. Just because we're against yesterday's low, we haven't taken it out yet. If we take it out now, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go reverse position. I never do that.
Dolby style. Anne Marie, the Austin Silver trade. One of our guests from a couple weeks ago. is essentially permeable just because due to the natural bid in equities. But it did say is willing to take a short if we can break out beneath the previous day's lows. And that's kind of what John was alluding to when he said
shorts.
Only time he shorts is we're going to break out beneath, break out below the previous session's lows. So that's the Austin Silver trade. Hey, we got tilt. Nice. We got tilt of 88%, 87% short in the YM right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a heavy tilt there. Gold popped right back.
Yeah, it's looking like super squeezy up here again.
It's tricky right now, Rips. Where'd all the liquidity go? Why is this so? Who shut off all the algos, man?
I don't know. Somebody forgot to pay their power bill over in the algorithm.
100%. S&Ps are 15 up, 20 up right now. You never see that. Now you know what's really in the markets when the algos go off.
Yeah, there's some time and sales that you can watch that don't just print the actual orders going into the market, but also printing when the bid and the ask are shifting. And if you're watching that time and sales, it's going ballistic right now.
This is fiddling in the middle.
This is just crazy chop here.
So you have some nice upside targets.
Yeah, you can get popped pretty easily here. Back and forth. Because it is moving. 15, 20 handles.
Definitely moving. Yep. I don't know.
For that slippage.
It's just a choppy mess.
There's Eddie. I got you here. Eddie, hit us with some economic numbers today. What do we got on tap? Looks like from what I'm looking at, might be a busy day.
Well, we did have some early numbers here, really not making too much of a difference here. Hey, coming up in 19 minutes, we got milk auctions. So milk traders, your auctions are coming up here in 19 minutes. We also got Williams going to be speaking here at 11:30. Wow. Come on, Betsy. Come on, just another glass. Wow. We got Barkin going to be barking here at 12 o'clock, high noon. Atlanta Fed at GDP at 12:15. Also,
wow, animals are
never milk a dog. Never milk a dog. No. Bad juju. Powell's going to be speaking, and he's going to be talking about the milk auctions at 12:15. Also taking a look here, we got the API weekly crude stock leader in the day.
2%. We're targeting 2%.
Oh, hey-oh.
Yes, the comedy team of TopstepTV. All right, and that's it. Back to you, Andre.
All right, thanks for that. I'm not sure if we got exactly what's coming out today, but you get the gist of it. We will keep you abreast throughout the day. Eddie's scanning the headlines, of course. We're watching out what's happening in the Middle East. Geopolitical risk cannot be ignored. It's just a fact of how the markets are right now. I think that's contributing to this lack of liquidity and what's making us so thin in these markets right now. We will keep an eye on that. Yep. Typically, you see a spike in gold, spike in oil. Those move first when you start seeing those headlines coming out from the Middle East. Then equities will react accordingly to the downside. But we'll keep an eye on that. Nothing has hit the wires just yet.
Hey, really quickly, Kai, you said MP some pressure off of support would be too much to automate XFA activations. We have that coming out in 1 week, automating XFA things. So you should get those a lot sooner. We have 5 major bugs that 4 of them I think got taken care of. They have to do a lot with rebill and getting resets and things like that. So if you're one of those folks, it's an extra, you know what it is? It's an extra like 800 new tickets a day for the support team, just on some tech issues. So we buckled down, had an all hands on deck meeting with the 2 teams, support and tech, to nail down these issues. So you shall see better support. We're hiring each week. I'm not happy with support's at, but we have automation coming and tech bug fixes that got prioritized above a lot of the other things. Therefore, some things got kicked down the road, not far down the road, like a couple weeks. Other fun things that's more external facing. Just a little heads up. I saw that one in there.
Back to yesterday's low here in the S&Ps.
Oh man,
we're in the middle right now in terms of levels, Michael. We're getting levels from guys like Rips, SS in the chat, Nick T, Max Maserati. Still in the middle, like a downside, like Rip said, if we can break beneath 834, which we're not too far away from. We also got the chat here at SS, downside target 815. If we can move to the downside there, I might consider a house account trade. We'll keep an eye on tilt on what we're getting in chat here. But right now, as far as NASDAQ goes, we're in the middle, trading 17,850. So we're in the middle right now. So might be personal account trading time right now, but in terms of house account, we are watching levels. We're getting fed to us from our top traders all around TopstepTV.
Yes, sir.
Eco Center. But right now, we're in the middle.
Everything's above 900. Is that what you're saying?
For the 17,900. Yeah, we got to break above 900 for us to look at taking a long in the house account. Then once we start hitting 834s, which we're kind of getting there. Here we go. 834s, maybe 815 more follow through. Good look at taking a short there. Currently, we are in the middle.
Short below the low of yesterday now.
You're shorting the S&Ps there, John?
Yeah, just cutting myself to ribbons here.
Yeah, John, I got chop. So I'm down 500. Yep. I need to chill.
NASDAQ snaps right back up. Trading back up to above 850. We're looking to take a short there, but 860 now. So we're in the middle right now. So let's just sit on our hands for the time being.
Does make you wonder if the market is going to remain in this chop until Jerome Powell comes on. But I mean, that would be god awful. I would hate that.
Well, we got a little bit of spike in crudes, gold falling accordingly. Haven't seen anything coming out on the headlines, but anytime I see those two pop, as aggressively as they did, looking here at the 5 minutes, it makes you wonder what's coming next. But did see a pop in crude, did see a pop in gold there. Look at the 5 minute chart.
Johnny Scissorhands. Thanks, Coop.
Johnny Scissorhands. I like that. Cut yourself to ribbons.
Cut myself to ribbons.
Oh, dear.
I just got short with you up there, Johnny. I made $300, so now I'm down 200.
Nice recovery there, Michael. Beautiful.
Yeah. I don't like – I've been working out the hole quite a bit this month.
Come on.
Yelling in 15 minutes. Okay.
Who we got in 15?
Yellen speaking? I don't have Yellen on my schedule.
Never on – I know, same. Never on the juice. Thank you, Chad.
Wow.
M4U. M4U says yelling in 15 minutes.
God bless our chat, man. Nothing better. All right, here we go. We're just
thanks, guys.
All right, we just dipped beneath the 834 level here in the NASDAQ. That was a quick turnaround.
I'm going to try to short that break there, that 834 level.
We got a couple levels here lining up, 834, 815. So we are in the zone if you want to take that short house account style, but let's see if there's some follow-through. S&P's breaking.
Well, what short are you talking about, or what levels?
Short NASDAQ, we are in that level between 834 and 815. Rips gave us a level downside, 834. SS in the chat has been pretty good. Looking at 815.
Yeah, the downside level between 834, lower is 797 3/4. So if we are breaking below that, would get pretty speedy there. That was kind of where we bounced off of. We've double bottomed there at 797 3/4. So looking to see that break to the downside for a nice short.
Are you short right now?
I am short. I'm short with an average of 828.
All right, I'm short from 32, just a one lot on my personal. So
S&P's continuing to break here, Dow breaking as well.
Well, these breaks are kind of short-lived, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. It's
breaks
tough.
And then
it's tough right now.
Yeah, break and bounce.
Now let's test the overnight low. Let's test the overnight low. Come on.
I mean, there's a lot of weakness in here. It feels like that. JD, you on?
Weak, but can we get that follow through? Is the question.
Yeah, it feels like the markets are very nervous.
I know I am.
JD, what do we don't have? If you look at the day, JD's our chart pattern teacher, but I could go to anybody here. What do we don't have a head and shoulders on NASDAQ daily, do we? I mean, the head is taller than each left and right shoulder. If you want to play that game, I don't know.
Jerome Powell isn't speaking until 1:15, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
1:15 Eastern, 12:15 Central. Yep.
That's right.
I don't see that, Michael, as a Head and Shoulders.
Look at my chart. This is not.
Guard speaking right now on CNBC.
That's not.
To a degree.
To a degree. I mean, how extreme? How extreme do you need? Here's the neckline.
You don't. There's the neckline. So if it's going to go, there's space.
Yeah.
85% short in the Dow.
Seems like that's the one to be short right now.
Yeah, it's the only one with some real follow through.
Okay.
Look at that. Same thing that short
markets.
NASDAQ. You're going to take heat. You're going to take heat right now. We need some more follow through, Michael. If we are going to do house account trade, we need some follow through. I mean, that's vicious snapback. My goodness.
Yeah, big rejection there.
My goodness.
Crazy.
Shoulder pads, huh? More rounding top. Thanks, Chasing Markets. You're right.
You need shoulder pads and a helmet today, Michael. You're going to need a cowboy collar also.
I teach my kids. I teach my kids flag football today, so I'm going to need some pointers, guys.
You're coaching flag football? Oh, get some footage of that.
Yeah, I mean,
I need some footage of that. Herding cats.
Get your ass over here.
Do you want to win? Poor kids.
Do you want to win?
What do we got here? Yeah, Eddie, I didn't see Yellen. It is on Juice now.
Their belt.
Eddie, I did see Yellen on Juice finally. I don't know. She slipped through the cracks somehow, but I didn't see it.
Last minute here.
Must have been last minute because I didn't see it either, but they snuck it in.
She must have been up all night drinking. That's why she's here early today.
She's going to talk even slower today then. One of the slowest talking human beings I've ever heard. Yeah, Michael.
Well, Andre, that must really clash with you because you are not one of the slowest talking people I've ever heard.
Not. I knew I was setting myself up. The second those words came out of my mouth, I knew exactly what was coming my way.
Boom. Oh. Strike 3.
Wow. That's short. I mean, man.
Strike 3.
Yeah, 834 straight back to 873 in a jiffy there. Complete insane bounce right back up to the top side there. So
face job.
Is that the technical term, by the way?
That's what we said back in the day. You just got faced on that, man. Wow. All right, we'll keep
testing. This is why we use combines or practice accounts on a 100%. Day like today. This is not an XFA or live day.
I should have listened to you.
Well, hopefully you're not sending it in, 9 contracts or anything.
Full send.
No. Light and tight.
Man.
We gotta wait.
Wow.
That was brutal.
Wow, choppy. Down 700. Yeah. God bless it. This thing is
vicious.
It's a nothing burger.
Tough to read. It's going on full blown air right now.
Yes,
when
it
Rich
is.
says don't trade,
Yes,
don't trade.
Quick check on the 10-year yield. 10-year yield 4.68%. So we've seen that nothing but uptick of about 30 basis points in the last 4 trading days.
Same with the 2-year. 2-year's been creeping too.
2 years above 5. Are we above 5 and 2? I don't have it up in front of me, but
it's been trying.
Yes, it has. Why I'm still 76% short.
Hoagland, it might be opposite day today.
I'm right. So far, it has been for me.
So far.
Dangerous.
Andre says, uh-oh.
That's a dangerous place to be. I'm like, hey.
Sometimes it's not. If you're really cold and you can,
like
you
I always
go,
say,
I'm going to get, then you just do the opposite.
What happens if it works the first time? What do you do then?
Then your brain resets. It does like something to your brain. That's what it does to me.
It does.
It does. Fade yourself, Steve R. Yeah, or Steve R. Yeah. I know.
Just fade yourself.
There are days where there's 100%. There's days where it's probably a smart move.
Crude off about 30 cents from that pop that we were talking about. NASDAQ vicious turnaround here. Looking at the 5-minute. Up about 40 cents. 40 ticks off of that. Jeez, man. All right, I guess some upside targets. We are not there, or upside levels here in the NASDAQ as well. We are not there, Mike. We are in the middle. We are officially in the middle right now.
In the middle.
We're in the middle from yesterday's close. We're right on the VWAP, right?
We are. That's right.
Yeah,
I got
looks
VWAP
like it.
17,865 NASDAQ.
So, riding the pine, Andre, just like your high school basketball team.
I did play basketball.
You got to talk to Austin.
Started baseball, football, or baseball and soccer, my man.
You can ride the pine in baseball too. You can ride the pine in baseball.
Yeah, not here though.
We look below yesterday's low in both the S&P and the NASDAQ, and we have nothing but rejection down there so far.
Gosh, it's tricky.
The bias is staying long. Heavier long, guys. NASDAQ. Yeah, NASDAQ and S&P. I mean, like in the 65%. Both of them, though. Average price of longs is 59,859. 17,859. 17,860.
We got yelling 5 minutes, fellas.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, we do. Michael Beggs, pumped for that game. That match, I should say. Huge match. Very thin in the S&Ps. Like we've been saying. NASDAQ, down, no different. And markets right now. Markets are on edge. Uncertainty, John. I think say markets are uncertain at this moment. Is that kind of where we're at? That's what the market state feels like?
Yep. Why they're so thin, man. There's a lot of anxiety in the markets right now.
Yeah, I think people are kind of juggling between, is this a good area for value? Are we going to make legs higher later in the year? Or is this an area where we want to start really shorting this market?
We got
Eddie watching the wire. Thank you.
Yesterday we added 9,100 in open interest on the way down in the S&Ps and 6,000 on the way down in the NASDAQ. That tells me, Rips, that there's already some short sellers coming into this market, but not big, not huge.
Absolutely. 100%.
Man, good luck trying to get on any trade. I can't get on anything right now. Every time I feel like I got a great entry, wow, comes right back to it.
If you don't pay attention,
74% long. 74% long. 76% long.
Yeah, it's growing.
It's growing.
What do you make of it? Like, what do you do with it? I think
it's growing legs.
The moves are so short-lived, though, that I don't know.
I think it has buying pressure in here.
Yeah, gold selling off
78% long. 78% long.
So.
I mean, he's clearly holding the market up right now, Dakota. On his live account, guys, all those guys with the 20 accounts, they're all sim traders. I don't care if they make $150 in 20 accounts. Dakota makes more than that in one account, and he actually has real orders that go in the market. Right. So he's a pro.
I got a Dakota update for you, though. It's a 56 minutes ago. Dakota up $2,700 on the day.
He's up 6 now.
Right. Show you the money.
Up 6 Gs?
Yep. Right in the chat. That. He's holding on to one as a runner.
Beautiful, Dakota.
Hold on. So that's a weak ass influencer. Sorry, weak ass influencers. I'm sorry. And I gotta say this, and don't get. That's $200 on your. No, that's $300 on your 20 accounts. That to me is not impressive. I hate when people are like, I made $6,000 today. I don't like it. And it rips. I know some people here do add up that. I just don't like it because it's not, to me, it's not a one account guy. And a one account guy is like Dakota and like, well, any of the live guys have to have one account. We can't have copy accounts in live trading. So I just personally like somebody who puts up big size rather than somebody who puts up small size and then claims they put up big size, because psychologically Rips or Dakota is a much better trader than all those fat folks. That's my opinion. I do see that the psychology of having, making $200 and then timesing that by however many accounts. But I will give props to our live funded traders more than I'll give props to anybody. That's copy trading. It's 84% now. It's above 900.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once we break above 900, could look to take a long here. We got to get through these 918s in the NASDAQ. We are thinking about
God, I want to
See,
sell
house
it.
account trade. I don't think we're there just yet. We got Yellen coming out right now, Michael, any minute. So we got to sit on that house account. Then we got some more speakers. So we'll see if there's follow through on these levels. But as always, you were bid 850.
So Nick T for the house account likes along above 17,925.
Yes,
Longer time frame, low volume node. Area of resistance on the 15th.
What numbers do you have up here? The 918?
925. 925. We got to, yeah.
That's Nick T.
Yep, 925, 918.
We're going to need a running start.
I think, okay, so damn long. What Yellen's talking.
Yellen's talking, so heads up. And we got Lagarde on the wire right now talking as well.
Give me a pop and you'll see me get short. Give me a pop, you'll see me get short. And I just because.
Are you reading something?
That's me personal. That's me personal. It's building legs though. So it has been. All the longs got paid here at Topstep. That was a lot of folks long down there in the 80s and 90s. Sitting with a
We're getting long. I mean, look at that. And then it just Jesus.
Just whips
tricky.
Back.
It is violent and vicious.
Well, they did have buying power. Oh, Michael. I was just short of 4 lot at 07. Got out at 05. I'm in that mood right now where I'm just getting shaken, not stirred.
Yep, me too.
Johnny, you know, misery does.
Misery loves
go ahead, Rips.
Yeah, I think the market's definitely waiting for Jerome Powell. I think that's really the answer here, is that the market's just going to continue waiting for Jerome Powell.
All right, we are getting some Yellen comments here coming in here. Nothing major, but her first comment was that we are focused on strengthening the IMF, pushing for strong loan programs and robust conditionality to help restore stability. And she says she's going to meet with Chinese officials to see if she can get these dollar stores back down to $1.
I like that.
Actually, she's going to discuss anti-money laundering and balanced growth. Well, I hope she comes back. Maybe not. Back to you, Andre.
I thank you for that one, Eddie. Yes, I saw the dollar stores maximum price like $7, $8 or something like that. It's not very dollar store.
They can't find a dollar anymore.
The dollar store. They never factored in inflation, did they? When they came up with that brand.
Hurt the business plan, didn't it? Kind of pigeonholed themselves on that one.
You got to roll out of that somehow.
Yeah, $8 store, $7 store. Oh.
6-minute abs.
That's right.
Remember that?
7.
Oh yeah.
Abs.
Oh, Andre always used to say, because we were like 8-minute abs or 7-minute abs. Like the next company comes out with this,
yeah,
shorter.
Keep doing one better.
It was from There's Something About Mary.
That's right. That's exactly what it is in the car.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're in the middle right now. We tried to make a run above 17,900 NASDAQ. Rejected. We need the old running try, as Michael likes to call it. S&Ps just chop around 5,100s. Try and make a move to the downside. Viciously rejected.
Viciously.
Yeah, it's tricky right now. Gold turning around. 80% long NQ and 81% long NQ.
80% long in the NASDAQ. What is going on here?
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I'm so impatient. I'm just terrible.
Were you in the longs, MP?
I was. Now I'm short 89s or 98s. I was short 07s. That would have been a 30 handle move. This thing just
that's
feels
one of those days that is
off.
really just going to test your patience. One of those morning sessions, at least.
Yeah,
definitely a day trading on that Praxis account, trading on a combine. If combines don't matter to you, trade on something where you're not going to feel the burn.
Set it out of the gate.
We got Powell at 12:15 Central.
God, I was just short 2 odds.
Rips.
Okay,
Rips
I'm
says,
not
"Don't
holding
trade,
any of
don't
my
trade."
positions. I'm not holding any of my positions that are actually been winners. John, have you missed a winner trade by getting out early?
No,
A W?
no. I've
He's been wrong.
had 3 straight losses. I'm short with you right now, Michael. 50.99
No,
quarter, just one contract.
Okay. I got short 98s, but I covered 95s. I'm not. It's either going to run or not, and it's not doing that. It just floats around, rips, floats around, rips.
Rips,
Right, rips.
Because Rips is here. It's doing it in
So that's what it's there for.
Our buddy Rips.
Stay true to Tuesday's brand.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it on brand today.
Yeah, gotta keep it on brand, guys.
I feel like I have my TopstepTV curse. Every single time that I come on, the price action just turns to complete and total garbage.
That's who we have to blame. I knew we could pin it on somebody.
It's got. I mean, I bring the worst price action.
It's got to be. I love it. Yesterday on Power Hour, Daniel Inskeep took the blame for the lack of price movement as well. So I like when the guests come on and they say, "Yep, it's my fault as to why the market is not moving."
Yeah, everybody out there can blame me for this one. I'll take it. I'll take that one on the chin.
Yeah. Damn you,
100% it's me.
100%.
I'm still hanging in here on this short. I'm just so cold. I'm just.
I want to short it, John. John, I want to short it, but there's also a fading myself going on in my head right now. That would be fading my bias as well. So,
got it.
I'll put an 86 on right now. 87. I just got long one. I wanted to get short anyway.
Yeah, you trade this long enough, then you start to just fade yourself.
Yeah, and then you're chasing your tail.
It's a
right now, I'm resetting
100 times.
Right up
pit, man.
Yep.
Buying highs, selling lows. Somebody says you should just do the opposite of what you think, and I did it, and it worked.
I love the poll that just popped up.
What is it?
we blame for the bad price action.
Everyone.
I'm voting yes. I'm
yes, of course
yes
everyone vote yes. It's funny. No, got some no's in there. So
I'm
you're saved by this.
Some real good time Charlies there.
Yes, there are.
No, of course he's not. The markets have many participants.
Yes, thank you. I know, right?
This thing is just not going anywhere.
Yeah,
it's not even going anywhere for me, John, and I faded you and my own bias. So, ooh, there's your move.
I think Rip said it best.
Big two-handle sweep to the downside here.
Right.
We're waiting for Powell. We're waiting for Powell. Waiting for a headline for the time being.
Call that a flush of teeny.
I like that.
There you go.
There's
John.
a real flush.
Right to VWAP.
Stirred, shaking us stirred.
Yeah, we're in the middle right now. If any levels we got from respected traders out there, Michael. So if you're getting chopped up,
and we got nothing.
Yeah, we got.
Look at that bounce too. We dip those lows. 67 immediately sends into 90s there. This is unbelievable. This is like you finally get the price action where you're thinking like, okay, maybe now it's gonna fade, and it's like, hold on a second, hold my beer. Here's 30 handles right in your face.
Right. Hold my beer is right. I scratched that trade. I'm on Power Hour today. I'm gonna kill it in Power Hour today.
I took a $150 loser on that one. It was $400 at one point, but then I'm like, this thing's been snapping. So I just snapped back, as you just saw.
Yeah.
I need a blindfold. Where's the blindfold?
Oh, wait, what? No blindfold. No blindfold. No, he's just looking at
80%. They're getting long again.
82%. Yeah. My goodness, yes. Oh no! Come on, guys. It's brutal.
Green coming off a little bit. Yeah, just flip a coin, right?
Blindfolded and flip a coin. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, we're right in the middle. It doesn't really matter. Either it's going to work or not work. One or the other.
Oh, Michael. I see. You know who's joining us here at 10:30 today?
No, I do not.
Rips you along.
Opie's joining
I'm
us.
nothing. I'm flat as a board right now.
Opie is. Hell yeah.
Opie's joining us. Yes. Hopefully, have some stories
That
locked
should be
loaded.
fun.
He's got stories.
I gotta get in
Eddie,
there.
you're buddies with him. Yeah.
Have we? Yeah.
Get
Hopefully we
Eddie.
keep
Make
it
sure Eddie's driving
PG.
in there or something. Yeah.
We gotta keep it PG.
Right. Yeah. He has a foul mouth.
He's gonna let it rip. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Except from the floor.
It's from the floor. Yeah. He has never grown out of it.
Yes, please tune
I
in
don't think any
at
of us have.
10:30. One of Michael's mentors from the trading floor will be joining us.
No. He's not my mentor at all. He's not my mentor. He's my. He was. Yeah.
My bad.
I'm going to be very selective with my mentor. Yeah.
Not
Opie
mentor.
Gleason. Opie's he's a buddy. Gleason's my mentor. God. Opie was just a wild kid in the pit. 84%. I'm gonna
84% long and growing. 77% long ES.
I see Dakota's in chat. What's Dakota got on? I want to copy his position. Number one trader on Topstep.
He's up $6,000 and he went to breakfast.
I would too. I would have done the exact same thing.
Mike, you ever talk to Gleason?
Yeah, real quick, Eddie. If I can get this thing to fall out of bed, I'm short 4 from 97.
Nice.
I just made 800. Okay,
there you go.
Good job. Way to go, man.
Nice trade, MP.
Nice job.
Get it in there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm doing this dance and I'm just increasing my size.
All right.
What were you saying? On that
You ever
one,
talk
Eddie?
to Gleason?
Yeah, I did. I texted him last week. He's down to come on. He was a big trader in the pit, and when the pit kind of dried up, he became a GC and started buying homes. Had a crew, fix them up, flip them,
Nice.
make 50 grand, 100
And I
grand.
tell you, he was. I mean, he was good to both of us. You know, he was a mentor to me when I got in the pit there. Very awesome dude, awesome guy.
Yes, he is. Great family history on the floor too.
No relation to Jackie. No.
Nice.
Kevin Gleason was just a gorilla. One of the strongest people I think I've ever known.
Oh yeah, his brother Kevin.
Oh yeah. And a nice guy.
They're all nice guys. Yeah, just big brutes. Played football, all that kind of stuff. These are big traders in the pits. We'll show you pictures here a little bit later if we still have them. 78% that keep getting long around these 90s.
What's the average for the tilt? And what's the average long price?
83s, 17,883s, 5,100 on the ES. So you got these folks in the money, and then you got more buyers jumping on. If I was a betting man with a one lot,
which you could be,
it's going higher.
Press the button.
I'm gonna press this button. Well, I don't know. I was gonna paper trade. I might need a paper trade.
Yeah, I've single-handedly proven, Rips, your theory that you probably shouldn't trade today.
Yep, it's definitely one of those days.
Moving to the couch. I still want some space to be on Power Hour today. We're gonna kill it.
Nice. Yeah, especially after you can have the market digesting Jerome Powell's statements.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What's Delta at, John? Just out of curiosity.
S&P Delta negative 1,000. NASDAQ 2,000 positive.
Okay.
This typically happens to me when one of the weekly kickoff levels becomes magnetic, because I'm looking for a price to move away from it. And if there's no decision in longer time frame, it just chops around it and chops around it and chops around it. So I could have expected the outcome today to be what it is, because we're just, I mean, 51.03 is weekly kickoff low. It has been, well, overall just really magnetic since it got to it. Yesterday, it just got down there and hung. Last night, it stayed below it. Today, it's been above it, below it. It's just really kind of rotational in and around that level, because, again, I don't think that there's been any longer time frame decision making being made at this level. And it's always just easy to think about these things in hindsight, right? You figure we're at this an important level, but we're not seeing any impetus to move away from it in either direction. So if the longer time frame is waiting for new data and we're near one of these weekly kickoff levels, this is what tends to happen. And you can say that moving, thinking forward, like Rips, you said that today, it just really is not a good day to be trading live. I'm going to just try and practice and try and learn something today. And, that was a really good thing to say, especially in the S&Ps. NASDAQ, we've taken out that weekly kickoff low from last week, which remains from this week. And we're really just kind of hanging below it. We're not really on it. We're hanging below it. But again, no major decisions are being made here, which makes for very choppy, very indecisive trading.
All right, breakout to the upside. I don't want to call it breakout. Starting to see some buyers here in the NASDAQ. Clear that 915 level, trade 920s. I don't know if there's any push through. Taking a look at some of our Nick T, one of our live funded traders that wants to see follow through 925 in the NASDAQ.
That's it.
That's about it right now.
Give me.
Yeah, we did have that breakout of that 918 quarters level, so
yeah,
not too shabby there.
Trade 930s now.
Now we're getting some liquidity coming in here. We are seeing some larger players on the offer here that are kind of pushing back at 930s here. So first time we're seeing bigger liquidity sort of stepping in on the offer here. Kind of all the way up from 910s to 930s.
See that in the S&Ps as well, Rips?
Mm-hmm. Same thing. Same kind of thing where we're seeing a lot of pressure as we get up towards that 5120 in the S&Ps.
And they just get rejected.
83% long. 83% long. This is bananas. Everybody and their sister's buying.
Yeah.
What is today? The 16th? That means everybody's 401k got pumped in the markets too. I mean, come on. Like from
Yeah, we came up to those 930s and starting to reject. Let's see if we can actually catch a bid here above 918 quarters. If we do, then we potentially have the room to have that excursion all the way up to 960s here. But it's a tall order. It's a lot of liquidity to get through. There you go, rejecting below 918s there. So
all right. Well, while we watch that rejection, everyone's sitting on their hands right now. Let's take a quick breather here. Let's get a news break here. Eddie, you got some news for us? Because these markets are very, very tricky right now. So let's hit the reset button. Let's check out some news. Eddie, what do you got?
All right. I do got some news for you. This one, we're going to put up the picture. This was a meaningless free throw in a meaningless game. But Boban Marjanovic turned in one of the funniest moments in the NBA season. The Houston Rocket player deliberately missed his second shot so the Los Angeles Clipper fans could get free chicken. It seems the Clipper had a promotion that everybody gets a free chicken. No, actually, everybody gets a free Chick-fil-A sandwich if the opposing player misses 2 free throws in the fourth quarter. The crowd was buzzing after Marjanovic missed the first free throw. He clearly played along with the crowd, even celebrating by pointing to the stands afterwards, his shot missing, and saying everybody gets chicken. Look at the ears on that guy. My goodness, he can hear me from here.
Chicken from Boban.
Yeah. Shout out to Boban.
All right. Second story. This is a good one. This is a good story here. I can't wait for this one. Yes, that's one of our Chicago favorites, Chris Farley. There's going to be a film to portray him being put together by Josh Gad and director Paul Walter. Hauser in the lead role. Family of the comedian and Saturday Night Live cast crew who died of a drug overdose in 97 at the age of 33 is cooperating with the projects. This is going to be a glory story, ready to honor Christopher. And we had the his brother John worked in the Japanese yen options, and Chris visited the floor one time. And if we ever got time for a story, I got a great story we can tell about Chris Farley. So I'm looking forward to this movie. Good stuff. And number 3, no more monkey business. Look at all the monkeys. The Thai wildlife officials laid out a plan to bring peace to a central Thai city. That's after at least a decade of human-monkey conflict. Yes, Planet of the Apes 2024. Authorities hope to round up about 2,500 urban monkeys and place them in a closure. So what was happening is the monkeys frequently snatched food from humans, sometimes resulting in tussles that leave people injured. One lady had her food stolen and she had broken her knee. Another person who was delivering food was knocked off a motorcycle by a monkey. No, the monkey didn't take the motorcycle, but he did take the delivery food and nice enough left a tip. The monkey's legal team has not yet commented on this development. And that is our news for today.
You, Eddie? Thank you. Oh, we're getting that news. Yes. All right. Another the old running try here in the NASDAQ.
Is this retesting?
Exactly. It looks like it.
Yeah, retest 918s again.
Yeah.
One, two, three. I'm short.
Levels are tricky
from right here. I figure it's a retest. So if it's a retest, we're looking good. 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 Because I'm short 3 from 18. If it's a retest, I'm looking
nice.
Good
luck. That's a nice position right there.
Come on, retest.
Good snipe.
Come on, retest. If it's a retest, I'm looking okay.
What's your target to the downside there, MP?
30 handles.
Wow.
On a one
nice.
lot. On a one lot. On a one lot. I got.
Did you already cover two?
Yeah, two around this 03s.
Nice.
I needed it. I was down 1,500. It's
nice bounce back.
Yeah.
Command up here saying up $898, up on the day. Just locked myself out. God bless that button. God bless that button is right.
I'm out on that one, Rips.
Nice trade.
Hey,
I made 1,000. I'm still sitting in the hole though. I'm still sitting in the hole.
Nice
I have
job.
been in the hole all day.
Only in the hole, $500 though, right?
Thanks. Yeah. That's an easy one. You can get. That's an easy one to get out of when you're down like $2,000, 1,500. Those are like you either got to peg it right on a big move or get a couple little base hit doubles. Guys, base hit doubles for me like $200 is a base hit. That's 10 points. I call them like that. I try to have fun with it a little, and then doubles would be like $400. Triple 600, 1,000 on a one lot, 800 on a one lot. That's a home run.
Hey, NBC News here saying Israel's response is imminent. Again, Israel response is imminent, according to NBC News. Tricky trade right now.
Okay.
Tricky trade.
That was a retest.
I also got a comment here from Yellen. We've been working to diminish Iran's ability to export oil. There may be more that we can do. Well, we'll see what's up her sleeve.
This is what? Tricky trading environment right now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We'll selling off a bit.
I don't know if this is true, but on the Topstep X, if I click flatten all, does that cancel all working orders as well? Does anybody know
both.
that one?
I always click both.
I believe it does.
No, I don't want to click both. That's the whole thing. Because I find myself a lot of times when I go close position, I still have working orders. So if I can get close position and cancel order off and then flatten, well, I still need cancel order, I guess.
I'll test it right now for you.
I'm trying to hit one button, right? Yes. All right, cool. That's why. I always had closed position, and that didn't cancel any working orders. And then I'd have stops working. All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, if they're not OCO to that position, then they'll stay.
Not if you're on a flat and all.
Yes. I just did it on my combine account.
Yeah.
And so I put on a position with an OCO, and then I put in another order to sell it above. And when I flattened all, the other order to like sell another one higher stayed on.
Okay, that's not what Robert's saying or the chat. So it's weird that yours is doing something different. I don't know the answer, but Robert says flatten all kills them all.
If you show my chart, I just put a position on. Okay.
You flatten all guy?
Yeah. Sometimes.
You're clicking flatten.
So there's okay. No, so here's the position. What? Here's the position.
You're clicking flatten all.
Risk and profit target. I'm going to put an order in to sell one up here. Okay, so there's that order. It's not attached to this. If I click flatten all, now it worked.
Okay, good.
So
Thanks,
flatten all does cancel everything.
Kills active positions, and then it probably kills active working. That's my button.
Flatten all.
Missed a couple yesterday. Yeah.
Let me try that again.
I don't even need cancel orders or close positions. Okay, I'm getting some more extra real estate here.
I hit that cancel all, and my Netflix subscription got canceled.
Yeah, it works. It works that way.
Got him!
Cool.
All right, we got that.
Watching some real-time investigation here.
Yeah, we are. I'm trying to see.
It works. It works.
Okay. We are in the middle of the range right now. All the
man, that was a good short up there. That's
right
tough
to
one to hold on to. Yeah, it does a lot. It's doing a lot of retesting areas. Lots of retesting. Range bound.
We'll haul short for
MP
916 in the NASDAQ. Nice short.
Tommy, MP, can you add a fade yourself button on Topstep X? I actually asked for that on the copy trading functionality.
What did they say to that? We'll get back to you.
They said, is that priority? I'm like, not really. It's it's a nice to have. It's not a need to have.
That's
curious if I got a question about it again, but curious about the shot clock, if that's still on the docket for sometime this year.
Sometimes this year, I'm sure. Yeah. Right now, it's micros and minis, I believe, is coming out with the launch of this.
That's gonna be the big one.
Yeah, and so. Well, I'm really bummed that the launch got pushed 2 more weeks, and this is because, and that'll mean by the end of the month, bugs that I talked about, support bugs, took priority. We have to prioritize. You can't do all things, and we were missing the most important thing, which is basically our traders' experience getting Swift support, and also less buggy system.
Priorities. Back to yesterday's low in the S&Ps.
Yeah, we're bouncing off that 873 level, just kind of meandering around here. I don't really see anything worth trading. I don't know if I'm even going to take a trade in a combine account beyond here. I sniped a couple good trades. Didn't really talk about them, but sniped a couple good ones, but that's it. I didn't really see anything that that's warranting anything. Certainly not going to trade XFAs today. Certainly not going to trade live. Just not seeing anything that's warranting a trade. Maybe Jerome Powell can change that.
I was just going to say. Hey,
Make a
Rips, if you
trade.
don't mind, what's anything cool happening in the Mag 7? Nvidia doing anything? Apple? I know Apple's getting hit pretty good yesterday.
We're starting to see, so since we crested above 918s in the NQ there, we started to see everything really pull back. So we are seeing everything rolling except for Amazon. Amazon's sort of the only one that's bouncing. Netflix is one to watch this week too because they have earnings reporting after Thursday. It's the first big tech name that's going to be reporting this season. We had all of those bank earnings that came out, but now we're in tech earnings season, or the beginning of it, and we're going to see what happens there. But yeah, we're just seeing a little bit of a roll right now from Apple, Tesla, Meta, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Google, and Amazon is now starting to roll as well. So those that push back above 918 quarters there may have been the high push on the day, and then we might just roll lower here unless we get some news that saves the market here. But again, I don't trust it either way. This is not my market to trade. I don't want to employ anything in the market that's going to add actual risk in the market, meaning that I don't want to trade XFAs that can lose money. I don't want to trade a live account that could lose real money. If anything, I'd trade in a practice account or a combine account, something that can't hurt me.
That's reasonable. Makes sense. So y'all didn't say too much. We got that 52-week here in about an hour. I do have one of Michael's old trading buddies, if you will. I don't know what you call Opie, but floor buddy.
I mean, he's got a pretty impressive story. I just don't know if he's going to say it. I mean, I'll tell you.
I was going to say, you'll probably say it then.
It has to deal with an open position that he forgot about in 2006.
Hopefully he can jog his memory.
Long Apple. He just had it in there, and somebody.
Oh wow!
I think
Long Apple.
Yeah, in 2006. Yeah.
And he forgot about it.
I hope he's still Long Apple from 2006.
Yeah.
Hopefully he still forgot about the position.
Yeah.
He got out of it like a year ago, I think.
Oh my gosh!
So he did forget about it for a couple of years.
He 100%. I forgot about it for like 10, 12 years.
Holy moly!
I guess the Zoomer equivalent of that would be, having a crypto wallet you forget about, and then you check your crypto wallet and you say, "Wow, I have 20 Bitcoin in here. That's amazing."
Oh my god!
Yeah, he was a clerk. He was a clerk back then, and he just put $1,500 in it. I think, or 15,000. 1,500. I don't know.
That's
talk about it.
So he did rips. So he did forget about it. I want to forget about my Apple stock from 18 years ago so bad. 84% short in the YM, the Dow. See some really heavy leans over there in Dow. Do some chart. We have charts and some stats coming up here in about 4 minutes from JD. JD, let me know when you're ready. Really like that chart of the day, chart pattern of the day segment. Really learning a lot. We do bring it to real life examples, which is pretty cool. Not seen a whole lot here. 85% short in YM, Michael. It's about all I got for you in terms of tilt.
Do we still have tilts long in the NAS here at all?
So let's take a look at NASDAQ. 61% short now. So they reversed that.
Wow, that was so everybody got tired above those 918s there.
Yes, they did.
Andre, why do you think that the Dow gets so tilty? It's a smaller data pool. It's not a smaller number of traders trading it.
That's a really good question, John. Do you have any theories? I really don't. I mean, we've been watching Dow for about the last 3 or 4 weeks. Seriously? But it does get very tilty. That's a really good question. You think it's because it could be because of the small data pool? 20 traders, 17 of them are long, or 17 of them are short. Yeah, it's going to really skew the tilt one way or another. That's a really good question. I'll start watching sample size because we do get that data. And compared to it is, John. It's much smaller sample size compared to NQ and ES. Much smaller. Much smaller. John, you're honest on the 88% short now. Yep, good call, John.
If there's 10 people trading it and 8 of them are short, 9 of them are short, that's it.
Boom. I think you're spot on. 89% short, 90% short YM, but the data is what we're breaking.
Okay, here we go.
All right. So we're back below yesterday's low here, boys, in the S&Ps. Back below yesterday's low here in the NASDAQ. Not in the NASDAQ so much. Still inside yesterday's range in the NASDAQ.
Yeah, this is a big breaking point area for the S&P. So if we did actually break these lows, we could see some tremendous downside, but still hasn't come yet today. We keep on coming down and get all excited for it, and then all of a sudden we get a big bounce like it's on a trampoline.
Oh.
Speaking of bounce, there's a little bounce. We got a bounce in the NQ as well.
A fire at the Copenhagen Stock Exchange. That's not good. That stinks.
Oh, my. Huh. Snooze sales going through the roof.
Snooze. Wow.
That's a deep cut.
I got that one.
Long cut.
There you
go. All my chewers out there. You know. All right, gold just popped a bit.
Exciting day in the markets today. We're doing off the beaten path dip jokes.
Doing dip jokes. Very nice. Very nice. A little pop here in gold, pop in oil. I get nervous every time I see a pop in gold and oil come simultaneously. Knowing that headline of something Israeli response is imminent. So uneasy times right now in the market, that's for certain. And we also got rate cuts getting put. Hey, Brips, so much for 6 rate cuts now. Now it's 1, right? Now it's 1,
Can
Brips.
you imagine 7 in December was what Goldman interns were talking about? And
yeah, they were.
It's just
now we're at 1.
Crazy that now we're saying, hey, maybe 1, I think. I don't know. I think we're under 2 right
0.
now. I think we're pricing in 1 and 1.25.
I said a raise.
MP said a hike. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
I said a quarter
Dolby
point.
looks great in that helmet, by the way.
I mean, it's technically trendy that way.
I'm short the S&Ps in a combine now because we're below yesterday's low. The Austin Silver play here.
All right. Speaking of Austin Silver, he'll be joining us on Power Hour today, John.
Uh-huh.
I'm short 3 from 68, 868. I'd like to see this run, but it does these little pullaways.
Little rips.
And goes, yeah.
Yeah, these pops are frustrating, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a shakedown. Shakedown.
Equities aren't really congruent with this fading just yet. We are kind of at inflection points in a lot of these different equity names. Like right now, Meta's on these lows right around 500. It's trading 499 halves right now. So if Meta started to pull away from 500 to the downside, we could see that starting to roll. That could add pressure and make some contagion in the rest of the names in the market. But when we get down to these inflection points and there's not a lot of liquidity in the indices, then generally speaking, what we tend to find is those inflection points holding instead of breaking, and we get this really range-bound trade. So, just not really great. Andre, we'll give you a little update on market internals. I know you like when I do that.
Really
got something to talk about at least. So the NYSE is trading 146 million shares right now, which is 11% above its 1-month average, which is a stark contrast to what we saw yesterday. Decliners are leading advancers by 3.2 to 1. Yesterday it was 6.4 to 1. The NASDAQ volume is 1.54 billion shares, which is 11% above its 1-month average as well. Decliners are leading advancers 2.4 to 1. And the VIX is flat at 19.27 here.
Thanks, man. So volume up today. Volume up.
Yep,
John, I'm up.
Big contrast.
All right, we're selling off.
Nice trade there.
I'm up.
Way to go.
Caught that short.
I'm up 15 bucks. 15 bucks. Got myself out.
That's a heck of a recovery rate there, MP. Nicely done.
That's
a win.
That is that's a W. Now let's slow down.
All right.
It makes me laugh every time.
94%.
You're good.
94% Wyatt.
In this short in the S&Ps, and I'm holding on to it. I want to see it take out the overnight low.
Now we're coming down here. Wow. No news, by the way. No news at all. Just starting to roll here.
Here we are.
Let's see how this
is for
overnight low. Heading to the overnight low. Let's take it out and run. I doubt it, but just a positive delta, Andre. 1,400 positive in the S&Ps, and we're on the lows.
Interesting. That flipped. Plus, thank you. Plus 1,400.
Mm-hmm.
938.
Okay, right.
And we are bouncing kind of down here at that 834 level again. Wondering if this is where it's going to start to have some folks covering their shorts down here, and maybe we reverse it back up to the top side towards those 873s again.
Yep.
Would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be.
House account levels are not coming into play right now, Michael.
Nope.
All right. Well,
you had them up at the 918s, though. You had them up at the 925s, though.
I did, but then it got rejected. No, we got rejected. Then we got down to, like Rip said, down to 834 level here. NASDAQ rejected. So rejected the upside, rejected the downside.
But those are levels, though, right? 18s and 25s. 918s, 925s. That's
918s.
really where it pivoted. That pivoted off that level.
Yes, we did.
So actually, those are effing great.
And look at that, John. We bounced just like that.
We did bounce.
Yeah, I made 5 points on that short in the trading combine. Boy, it would be nice to see a failed auction down here.
I haven't even looked at Crew. Let's have a gander here.
Crew's upticking.
Everybody here is just searching for a trade.
Anything.
Show me
anything,
something.
dude. We're like in the desert looking for water right now, man.
Yeah.
It's just looking for. All right. Well, while we do a little searching here, let's check out some hot streaks with JD and chart pattern of the day. JD, welcome to a very, very difficult trade. How are we doing, JD?
All right, boys. Let's just rip through this real quick. Here we go. We got hot streaks from yesterday. You're going to like some of these, MP. All right. Same list as yesterday. Everyone extended their hot streaks for another day, some of them by the skin of their teeth. After commissions, Arian profited $2. $2. That'll get you a hot dog and pop at Costco with change, right? It'll also extend your win streak for another day. Petrus pocketed $11. Tien made $200 trading the YM. After commissions, James took home $3, and Marty made a little over $200 trading the micro NASDAQ. Small numbers, but good enough to extend those hot streaks for another day, right?
Oh,
and I did get
W's
confirmation.
a W. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
I did get confirmation that our last leader, Jacob, did break his win streak after a 32-day heater. Hell of a job, Jacob, if you're listening.
That is incredible.
That's a great run. Yeah.
Well done.
Yes, it is.
Good job.
Very nice.
All right, here are our live funded P&Ls from yesterday. Some new names, some familiar names. Corey with 2,600, Omar with almost $3,000. Our friend Julio is back, 3,300. Miguel 4,300, and Eddie is also back in the mix with 5,600 in profits trading the Nasdaq and S&P yesterday. Nice job all around to those traders also. All right, onto the charts. Jack, if you could pull my charts up, I'd very much appreciate it.
Yes, as long as you appreciate it. Here we go.
Very much appreciated. Let's talk a little bit about measured moves.
One moment here, JD. I'm trying to get your...
Sure. So, guys, a measured move, it's a concept in technical analysis used to estimate potential price targets based on the height or length of a previous price move. You following that?
Yep.
The idea is that once a pattern completes, the subsequent move tends to be similar in distance to either the initial move before the pattern formed or a move equivalent to the size of the pattern after the breakout. For this example, we'll be talking about the latter, a move equivalent to the size of the pattern. Okay, so here's the pattern we looked at yesterday. Here's this diamond formation in the daily chart of the NASDAQ. Yep.
Yeah, JD,
Yep.
I just mentioned this. I was thinking it was a head and shoulders, just talking about it. Pinged you, but I think you're busy. Somebody in here says a rounding top. You're calling it a diamond formation.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
It could also be a rounded top. Hogue and I were talking about this diamond pattern last week, and we finally got our breakout. But let's break it down. So we have our uptrend here, leading up to our formation of the diamond pattern, our consolidation, or decrease in volatility all around here. Then we have our breakout yesterday. Breakout happened on decent volume. We added about 5,800 in open interest. So that means shorts were entering the market on this move yesterday. This is good for our confirmation of the breakout and adds validity to our measured move target. So now, similar to the head and shoulders pattern, the measured move for the diamond depends on the size of the pattern. You want to measure the widest part of the pattern, the lowest low to the highest high, and then measure downward from the breakout price. So our low is right here at 18,008 quarter, and our high is at 18,709, this high right here. So we're going to take this and measure down from our breakout price at 18,080 from yesterday. That gives us a measure move. The measure move is about 700 points, so that gives us a potential price target of 17,380 in the Nasdaq. Keep in mind we're looking at a daily chart here. It took this pattern about 2 months to form, so it could take a little time to play out. Also, disclaimer: there's no guarantee that prices will go to this level, but it's good information to have for forming that initial bias before starting the day, and it's something to look at until the pattern busts or it's determined it was just a head fake. But something to keep an eye on. Measured moves for the Nasdaq right now, targeting 17,380.
Damn. All right. Thanks, JD.
You got it.
Yeah. Wow.
Questions?
17. That's a lot of room. That's a lot of room. Measured moves, John.
Michael, you're
John's
on mute, I think.
Yeah, last night I was doing my series 3, and I was reading on open interest, and I love how you guys always talk about it. John always brings open interest in here, guys, and it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's important to do that. So basically, increasing open interest indicates a strengthening of the existing market. If there seems to be strengthening of the existing market, look for existing trend to continue. In other words, more and more positions are established as more and more traders jump on the bandwagon once they feel a market direction has been identified. Therefore, expect a rising market to continue to rise and a declining market continue to decline. JD just said open interest is increasing to the short side on this move now. Or no?
Yes.
Is that what
Yep,
JD said?
That's correct.
Yes.
Yep.
The breakout occurred yesterday on higher volume and an increase in open interest to the short side.
Yep. In higher volume, Rips talks about it and everything. Higher volume means more participants. More participants means more, what is it, conviction in the move
Conviction.
or more interest
Yeah,
in the move?
I like conviction.
Okay.
So this little table here is something I've been
There you
using
go.
for years. And it just kind of compares volume and open interest. If price is rising on higher volume and increasing open interest, it's likely that move will continue. That is a strong market. You don't want to fight a market like that. You want to find a way into something like that. But if price continues to rise on lower volume and or lowering open interest, the move is probably getting close to an end, or market state change is likely at some point in the future. So what we saw yesterday in the S&P and the Nasdaq was we saw a falling price, a breakout of a structure on decent volume, but rising open interest indicates that downside move. I don't like the way this is written, that it says a weak market. It's more likely to continue in the downside direction because volume and open interest are rising in that way. And just like Michael said, if more people are getting into the move, it's more likely to continue until it doesn't. If this market falls on lowering volume and lower open interest, the downside move may be nearing an end, and a potential market state change could be imminent. Everything could be. Nothing is finite in futures trading. When you get the right answer, the markets are going to change the questions.
Yeah. So would you say then that I'll go to, you have your crude oil, that daily, the rounding, well, the diamond on the top, the rounding, I thought it was a head and shoulders. What
on the daily
was the volume low?
What
was the volume? Yeah, was the volume low? Was the interest low around that? What did it say? 2 weeks? Did you say 2 months or 2 weeks for that rounding?
Yeah, it's been about 2 months since this started kind of coming together, right? So here, let's just take a look at this, and then
from that to that,
we'll put the top on about here. So there's the upper end of the diamond. Here's the lower end of the diamond. Let's go here to here, and then here to here. So there's the breakout
Volume.
point right around 80
Yep.
is what JD was saying. So, this is, I mean, when you said it was a head and shoulders, I was like, I don't really see it that way, but everybody sees the market the way they see it. But this diamond formation. So what he said was you take the high of it here to the low of it here, and you would measure that move from the breakout point, and that takes us to our potential target. Now, I've been saying for 6 weeks that there's really not a lot of longer time frame participation in this move or in the S&Ps really. And Dalton says the same thing. He says it's been a while since we've seen any major adjustments in inventory in longer time frames. And that moved to the downside yesterday on increasing open interest in the NASDAQ and in the S&Ps, adding approximately 9,100 in the S&Ps, approximately 6,000 in the NASDAQ. That's a potential market state change right there, because volume was okay, but that open interest indicated there were a lot of people willing to make short bets here. If that continues and they continue to make short bets and we continue to see increasing open interest over time, that's indicating that this move has some legs to it to the downside. When it gets to its target, you'll probably start to see open interest start to fall off. And there's your warning sign. When open interest starts falling off in a directional market, there's something going on. There's a possible change. And of course, nothing is finite and exact in futures, but these are just things that we look at.
According to Series 3, the last thing on open interest that I have to share, open interest number in a commodity contract is another huge indicator of which technicians rely on. The number tells them how many players are out in the field. Open interest is a measure of participation. It tells them it's a measure of participation or liquidity in the commodity. Now I got a Series 3 question for you guys.
Hey,
this is open interest.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's my gig, man.
That's Jack's job.
I'm gonna steal his thunder real quick because I want to understand what John knows on this. To illustrate, if there's 20 people, this is an open interest. Open interest. How is open interest calculated? If there's 20 people in a room, and 10 go long and 10 go short, one contract each. What is the open interest in the room? There's 20 people in the room, 10 go long.
10 contracts.
You're correct. This was that was Jeopardy. Whoever dinged it up first.
It was John and I. We were tied. I think. I'd say we were pretty tied there.
Johnny.
Yeah, for sure.
So if somebody gets long, somebody gets short.
One contract.
Correct.
One long, one short, one contract.
Somebody's got to be the counterparty to the trade.
Yep.
Well, the counterparty to the trade, Rips, if you want to go technical, is the clearinghouse. Because when I get long, the clearinghouse actually takes the other side. And when you get short, the clearinghouse actually takes the other side. We think it's another participant, but the clearinghouse is there. The clearinghouse is there to take the other side of your trade, because to pretty much guarantee you the trade. But then when it comes to open interest, it only counts as one. It's very interesting.
Right.
This is open interest. So volume, John and Rips, what's volume? If I buy one, does that add to one to the volume?
That's one volume, correct.
So it's the same thing as open interest. Yeah. Is how volume
sort of. I mean, it's measured on either the bid and the ask or the market, or above bid, below bid. I mean, it's a print. That's considered the volume. So how many contracts did you take and show on the tape, the print?
Okay.
For you folks that are asking for that
tick here.
Sheet, that table that I just put up, I'm going to put it up here again. Please take a screen share. Oops.
What?
Please take a screen share.
Yeah, that's good. I like this.
Here, let me.
So we just learned a little bit about open interest. Hoagland talks open interest quite a bit. Hopefully that helps. We'll add it to our lingo link that we have, different lingo. Open interest, according to Series 3 book, which helps develop, if you pass, you become a professional, true professional in the space, says that is a very important indicator that technicians should know. So all the technicians, chartists in here, should know some open interest combo.
Hey, update, guys. We got crude popping here. Crude and gold popping here. Gold closing in on $2,400 again. Crude on the move up too. While you guys are doing that Series 3 discussion, equities have not fallen or have not necessarily reacted just yet, but we are seeing a big rise, Big rally in gold, big rally in crude at the moment.
There is some breaking news out of the House Majority Leader Scalise saying that they're considering adding border security to the foreign aid package. That is latest news from the Hill.
Thank you. All right, well, we got a minute here. We got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff to get squeezed in here for fast markets. Eddie, if you're ready, let's get those plugs in. We'll update from Eddie. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up still here on fast markets. But Eddie, what do you got?
All right. Before I start here, I want to see some likes. I know we've got over 4,000 lovely traders watching TopstepTV. But if you haven't hit that like button, remember it's the thumbs up button, not the heart in chat. We want to see this number grow. But I got some goodies here for you later this week. And I'm going to repeat that later this week. We're going to have a bell-to-bell giveaway for one free reset. But the thing is, you got to tune in to participate. And that bell-to-bell is going to happen. We're not going to say. So be here for that. I know, don't tar and feather me, but that's what it says here. I got to read what it says. I'm sorry. But anyway, moving on to more plugs. We do have something fun for everyone. What are your hobbies? You got a hobby? We want to know more about your hobbies so we can keep bringing you the best in tradertainment, from sports to video games, music, art, cooking, and more. We're interested to hear about what you're doing when you step away from the screens. And we're going to put that form in the chat. We're going to do this a few times. So if you missed this one, we'll get you back again. Also, Instagram. Like what we're doing and want to keep up with TopstepTV's crew? Instagram. So you don't miss out. We're going to post that link in there. Follow along, and by all means, comment. Let us know what you've got to say. Otherwise, that's it for me. Back to you, Andre.
Thank you. What's so funny over there?
It's just what the chat bot is hiding right now. People's hobbies. They're not going to let you guys say some of the stuff you guys are saying right now. I can read it.
Ask?
No,
why not even ask?
It's funny though, guys.
There, but I figured I'd ask.
Oh, Eddie. Just hear him giggling over there. I'm like, what? I should have known.
Was ever chat bot? How good is Dre? It's working. It's working.
It is working. I saw what you saw. It is working. Thank you for
guys.
That.
Funny guys.
Selling off here.
So there was one question in chat about volume. So if I open a position selling one to Michael, who is opening a position, that creates a contract that adds one to open interest and one to volume. One to volume. So any transaction, buy or sell, if I buy it and Michael sells it or whatever it is, every transaction, every contract traded is one in volume. So it's not like one person sold it, one person bought it. That's two in volume. That's one in volume. And if it's opening a position, it's an addition. It's adding one to open interest. Now, if I'm long and Michael's short, and I sell my long to Michael, that evaporates a contract and takes one out of open interest. The other thing that can happen is if Michael's long and I'm flat and he sells his to me, that's a transfer of risk and it doesn't change open interest.
Yep. I had that question last night. I had to reread it.
Here's a pop quiz for you, Michael. What are the 5 trade locations that you can have on the tape?
5 trade locations you can have on the tape.
Huh?
At the market?
That's not
at the ask?
Oh.
At the bid? Okay. Below bid? Above ask?
Okay. Okay.
Isn't that in there?
So,
that should be in Series 3.
No, it's not. I mean, I'm not there yet. I'm on order types and right now, and they're talking about killer fills and all that kind of banana stuff.
I can't believe that's still in that book.
What?
Oh my God! They talk about a runner. They talk about a runner running down to the floor. I'm just like, come on, Kaplan. Kaplan's got to deal with the Series 3. I'm like, dude, you guys, they don't have anybody working at the company anymore that knows anything, because this is like edition 6 of 2022. That's when they updated this.
It's so ridiculous how there's so much still floor stuff in that book. Just so everybody knows, a fill or kill order is, let's say you want a 50 lot to be offered into the pit. So a fill or kill is I'll sell 50 at even, sell 50 at even, sell 50 at even. If nobody buys them, the order's killed. You give it 3 offers or 3 bids, and if nobody takes it, the order's canceled. That's a fill.
You can still do that digitally, no? I mean, you can do that in equity markets. I know that for a fact, but you can put an FOK order, and then that way, let's say you put a 50 lot limit order, and if nobody takes it in one order, then it doesn't get filled.
Well, that's all or nothing.
That's all or nothing is a limited price that can be executed. Yeah, I got all or nothing, fill or kill.
So what would be the difference digitally
cancel
between that and FOK?
Well, all or nothing means you have to take the whole thing in one lump. Fill or kill, you can take a piece of.
Yeah, rips. And by the way, this is a PG-13 show. No FOKs. Hey-o.
Oh, Michael.
Hey-o.
Waka waka.
All right.
Gold dipping. Gold about 50 cents away from 2400s right now. Crude seems to move to the upside. Wow, what a day. Equities kind of asleep right now.
A new word they can use.
Yeah, we got Powell here
I
in
think
a few
there is
hours.
AON in some brokerages still, right? There, some digital platforms you can do AON.
Well,
John, it almost takes it's the floor. It's just real quick. Just trust me. It's just floor order routing, and then it gives you step by step, and it takes a page. And it takes about a page. First one: a customer calls a registered commodity representative and enters an order. They write down the action taken. They write down the month. They write down the year or the quantity. They write down the price. The broker writes an order ticket, gives it to the order clerk, who gives it to the floor runner, who runs it to the pit. It's just like
I remember that. It's so brutal. How inefficient was that?
I mean, it worked at the time, I guess.
It did.
Organized chaos. That's what I always thought it was.
Absolutely. Very, very organized chaos. It's a good way to put it, Michael. Yep. So we've just potentially left a failed auction at the low of the S&Ps.
Yeah, we're still looking to break down into those 50, 85s in the S&Ps. That would be where the juice is.
50, 85s. So that would, I mean, an excursion down there and then leaving it would still remain a failed downside auction. So the initial balance low 50.87 was extended, and then the market came back up, and then the next 30-minute bar opened back inside the initial balance. So this has the potential to be a failed downside auction. It has to remain the low of the day for that to be true. So if you like those 85 evens and we bounce off of there, this remains a failed downside auction. So, you know, the implication of that is price got too cheap, sellers wouldn't sell it, buyers took over, and the implication is a move back to the upside toward point of control, perhaps value high. Value high in this would be 510, 5103 quarter, 5103 quarter.
Okay.
We'll see if that plays out. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but I'm long right now. I've been long. I kind of preempted that failed downside auction.
Hold on the move,
this is
guys.
trading combine.
Hold on the move.
Pardon?
We're trading 2402s now. It's cracked above $2,400.
John, can we jump to gold?
Gold's
gold is gold.
It's the action, man. That's where all the action is right now.
Right?
2403s.
Oh.
Look at that pop. Look at that pop. 20. Might be time to cash in all those gold bars, Michael.
Yeah, right.
I don't have any of them. I have fake ones that I used to have to hold the door open.
I remember those. Door stops.
Rips. I'm glad I make you laugh sometimes, Rips. We did. Andre remembers the old office.
They traveled too. They always made the moves for some reason from office.
They always made the move to the new offices. Yeah,
They
never
got lost in the shuffle for whatever damn reason. They always made it.
That's that picture of me holding the gold bar. That's the doorstep.
That is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We got to get that. That's the gold bar that made it through 3 offices moves, and they're all upgrading offices. We started on the trade floor, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
So here's the way that failed downside auction is looking right now. There's the failed downside auction. Market opened back inside the initial balance, and it's starting to rotate higher. We don't know what's going to happen, but as long as it keeps rotating higher, I'm looking at maybe 03, somewhere between 03 and this profit up here for a nice rotation back to the highs after the failed downside auction. We're going to watch this. I'm going to leave this on, and we'll see how this plays out.
Gold new highs.
No kidding. Wow.
No kidding. 2405 just pulled back, just tagged the new highs. Yep.
Jeez Louise.
I know. Gold. Once I see,
there was a good market to trade. You were hiding it from us, Andre.
I'm not. Yes, I was. Here, new highs. Gold new highs. 2406.
2407.6 is the level that I have to the upside there. Be pretty interesting to see if they can.
Is point of control from yesterday. Sorry,
makes
sense.
To
stomp on you. 24.10.60.
Always look when I see gold pop. I always look over to crude to see if that pops as well. When I watch that, then I'll try to see if equities will sell off a little bit. But currently, that is not the case. Gold continues to rally. Kind of keeps you sitting up straight a little bit more now these days when you see gold pop like that.
Mm-hmm. How do you buy it? I mean, if you wanted to buy physical gold, how do you pay that much for it?
I know.
You go to
Costco.
You go to Costco.
Yeah, that's right. Costco.
They're slinging gold bars these days.
You fill up your car for 10 cents a gallon.
I'm pretty sure there was a TikTok life hack that somebody posted where they said that you open up a bunch of business line of credit cards and go to Costco and then default on all of those and keep the gold bars locked away. Wow. Genius. Great way to end up in prison for a good 30 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Borderline fraud, but I do like where their head's at. I did see, hey, Jack, if you want to pop one here, if you're ready.
Pop one what?
Pop one of those Series 3 questions. I know we just did one, but all we're watching right now is gold rally. Nothing else really going on.
Jack, I don't want to take your thunder. I mean
you did.
My question asking, I had to do it. It's timely and relevant.
Yeah, we had like 4,500 people in here to watch you read a textbook, but I have fun graphics. So here we go.
Jack, we all went to college. That's exactly how it
was. Pretty much.
Oh, college. Okay, let's see what we got here. Which of the following determines the efficiency of a market? Is it A, the number of open contracts, B, the number of traders, C, contract details, or D, all of the above?
D.
I mean,
I locked in D.
Hold on. You locked in D?
D. D is in
with you guys.
Yeah. Open. They all matter.
It is not D.
It is not?
No?
Wow, we all failed. Jack got tricky with us. Jack got cheeky.
Oh, number of traders. Number of open. A.
If it's not D, it has to be A, I would say.
It is B.
What?
Okay. Number of participants, scalpers, you need them. Liquidity, right? Liquidity. Efficient markets.
I mean, I would disagree with that because if you have two market makers, they could make a very efficient market if they wanted to. And you'd only need two people. It could be very efficient if they wanted to make it that way. I don't know.
I think
we have a lot of A's.
Comes from the fact that with the markets to be like totally efficient, which they're not, you would have to have like every piece of information absorbed into it, and you get that by having the most people.
Most people.
Like two people could have an efficient market, but you wouldn't know if it's actually efficient. Now, if everybody, like if all 7-8 billion people on the planet were slinging ES, presumably that would be efficient.
That's efficient.
You're right about that. That makes sense. That makes sense when you break it down like that for a moron like myself.
Okay, I get it. Well, we learned something then. Number of participants.
Yeah, and we always say it too because we're like, hey, we're providing liquidity. Liquidity provides efficient markets and participants and all. Yeah, that makes sense because if it's open interest and just a couple institutions are playing the game, it makes sense.
Well, yeah, you could have 10 people, but if you don't have Nancy Pelosi, how do you know what the price is?
Yeah, how do you know which way it's going?
Dial her
I
up.
think that we're just so conditioned to the markets being inefficient that we just kind of faltered on the answer for that one.
Well, that's why
We're just
all
so
here
used to
is
it being in the hands of these
provide
market
liquidity.
makers.
Gold new highs.
Through that 2407 spot 6 there.
Oh, yeah.
Wowzers.
Wow, Jack, you got us in that one, buddy. Nice one.
That's a good one.
All of
It's only
us.
Tuesday,
There's
too.
a lot of folks.
I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Friday's going to be brutal. If that was just a Tuesday question, man, I'm nervous for Friday.
I think the obvious one was C. C said something that really should have not have been all the above, but I went with it. I forget what C was. Open interest, traders, and then contract details. Yeah.
Contract details.
Who cares? That's not efficient. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. All right. Good question. Now when that shows
That was
up
a
on
nice
the exam,
curve.
those
you got it now, Michael.
Yeah,
You're locked
those
and
that are-
loaded.
locked and loaded for sure. I got that one wrong. That you can get, there's 125 questions. You can get 70%. So what is that? However many you can get wrong. So guys, we're sharing these series 3 because we have some grand idea. Besides Hoag's learning, Andre's learning, I'm learning right now, or studying right now, among other Topstep folks, on passing the Series 3. It's just another layer of what we want to add to the professionalism here at Topstep. And we want you to join. So as we do these Series 3 pop quizzes, once we get some structure here on ours getting done, our test, we're probably going to look to say, hey, how do we do this each month? How do we have 100 people that we back on their Series 3 test, and they got to pass our test first? That's the idea. And then this allows you're like, who cares? Well, I think it'd be care enough to show as your experience on your LinkedIn, especially as there's a lot of people here have a primary income, and then trading is a great secondary income. And you should never kill your primary income until trading is bigger than your primary income and more consistent long-term than your primary. Given all that, you should have good experience on your resume. So then when somebody talks to you at a financial job, they go, oh, you have a Series 3. Oh, and then you have risk management at this company called Topstep that helps in the futures market. Okay, you're hired because you're more qualified than everybody. So that's kind of the concept. We want to help you guys.
Hey, MP, did you see in chat, Coach Dakota just closed their long on NQ up $11,000 in their live?
Yeah, man. It's what?
Where do you get long?
He was buying. Yeah,
he did say in chat, this is where I'm buying the dip, and that was, I think, in the 850s or so.
He did it at breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Hit that lockout button, Dakota.
Eating a
Dakota, hit that
grand
lockout
slam
button.
while hitting a grand slam.
My goodness.
Dakota will be there. He is.
You will be joining us on Power Players today. So if you want to get the details and the insider thoughts here, yes, 84.5. Yes, he'll be joining us on Power Players. So please stay tuned for that. We'll give you the dirt how we did it.
Man, Dakota, this is impressive. Jabbing. And they're like big, strong jabs daily.
Yeah, he's growing close to 10% a day right now. It's insane.
Yeah. And no smoking mirrors, guys.
On top of that, guys, let's be honest. Yesterday, he hit his DLL, and we gave him we expanded his risk parameters. So he had a super tough day. Yeah. Actually, him and I chatted on the phone yesterday. He goes, just one of those days. He was getting short.
Mm-hmm.
He got stopped out. He took it on the chin a little bit. Came back, not only made what he lost yesterday, but made more than that. So that's an amazing comeback story. He had a tough one yesterday when I was talking on the phone. He's like, just one of those days. Got back on the horse and was able to not only recover that, but turn his week into the black. So that's very impressive. Very impressive. Just shrugged off a sizable losses yesterday. He's a beast, man. Double-edged sword. That's right.
Walk away from a day like yesterday, man, and then do that today. It's amazing.
Yep. Well done, Dakota.
Yep. Very nice.
Yes, he will be joining us here in about 45 minutes on TopstepTV for Power Players. He'll be joining us. So make sure to stay tuned for that. We'll be watching one of our finest traders here Tell you what he's looking at.
Yeah, and we see all the things behind closed doors. We know that he's on a live account. Yeah,
All live.
One live account. Not hiding his account number or anything like that. Again, I don't like when people do that. Share your real stuff. So that's what we try to share, what he's doing. And then you guys get these updates too. So real trading, real traders.
Real trading,
and
real
real
P&L,
markets.
real P&Ls, real markets. All right, gold retreated about $7 off those highs, trading 24.02. We'll see if 2400s act as support now. We've gone up and down through 2400s for a while. See if we can hold it on the retest here if we do get back down to 2400. We got 45 minutes left here in fast markets. Michael, as far as house account levels, everything's just in terms of playing a breakthrough. Maybe these levels may have played as resistance and support more so than a breakthrough, if anything. I think the best idea we did for now is to the upside was 8, and NASDAQ 925s, 918s to the upside, to the downside 834s. Yeah, NASDAQ. But those were they more held as support and resistance, if you want to use those terms, as opposed to a breakout. So I think nothing really developed just yet. A lot more time in the day, though. We'll keep an eye on those levels, see if they come into place. But like Rip said, we got Powell coming out 12:15 Central. And in about 15 minutes, hopefully we get one of Michael and Eddie's. John, I think you knew Opie, right, back in the day?
No, not really. I mean, okay. I was a Merck S&P guy. He was a Dow guy. So we got to get Eddie in here when he's in there.
We're gonna get Eddie in here.
Jump out, get Eddie in here.
We get Eddie in here. I'm gonna head over to chat, and I want Eddie and Michael start throwing some stories around. Give us the dirt on what a young Nebraska looked like when he first entered the pit. Wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. Little young Nebraska. Couldn't grow a beard back then if you see these pictures. Now he's a grizzled vet.
Yes, age creeps up.
Age creeps. Now he's a big-time size trader. Slinging 50 lots in the S&Ps.
Those guys, not Opie. Those guys, Tim Gleason, and we'll share pictures. These guys, 200 lots, 300 lots. I mean, that's kind of where it was. And then that's 300 lots is 600 minis. That's the biggest position I've ever had on outright. Yes. Outright. Short 600 minis at the price of like 87. Like, wasn't even a whole round number. I remember because he goes like, stood up and he goes 80. And then I would think, it was going to be not. And he goes 87 bid. And I go sold. And he just looks at me, and it was during the lunch hour. Where traders are sitting on the floor, literally sitting on the floor because there's nothing happening. And he goes 300. And I'm like, hands started shaking. Started shaking. Like literally like shaking to go touch the touch screen, because I knew if it popped, I'm out of the business. Literally, like I'm like, this is like hundreds of thousands if it pops, and like I'm a 28-year-old kid. I mean, I don't have all that sitting around.
It's amazing how your hands immediately start shaking. You can't write anything. You can't do anything. You get that kind of size on.
It's a very interesting state to be in.
Yeah. Remember yes. Oh, real quick. We got the top 10. Top 10 is ready. This is everyone's favorite list that we show every morning. Top 10, JD. Let's get this going because we got a lot of more. It's action-packed day here on TopstepTV. JD, let's fire that up.
For sure. Let's start off with these XFA P&Ls from yesterday. These numbers are going to blow you guys away.
What? Yeah, if you don't know this, get ready for it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wait, these are the live numbers. Hang on.
Those are not mind-blowing numbers.
Wait a tick.
Is your mind blown?
Let's see these numbers.
Give this just a second to update. I'll be right back.
They're that big, they don't even fit on the page.
Yeah. Too many commas to fit on one page, man.
You needed a bigger calculator.
Yep.
I want to see if this is a reaction real time. MP, did you see who's on top of the list or what the total was?
Just got out of my position. I'm up $200. Who was on the list? No, I did not see who was on the list.
Well, when JD gets those set
short
up,
98s.
I want to put you on the screen by yourself to see your reaction to this if you don't know what's coming.
All right,
I
I'm
have
back.
no
You guys
clue,
ready?
Steve.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so these are for single accounts, but there's a lot more to this. We're going to start at the bottom. So Lou picked up 17 grand trading the NASDAQ, all right? Adam, copy trades across two XFAs for a total of $37,559 yesterday. Big day for Adam. Matthew picked up 26 grand trading the NASDAQ. Ryan here also copied trades across a pair of XFAs for a total of $60,184. And now, here's the dinger, guys. Out of the park, our leader for the day, Daniel P. Daniel copied trades across 3 XFAs and profited a total of $103,818 yesterday.
Wow.
Holy bananas. Hell yeah. Wow.
He must have gotten
Daniel
short.
P.
He got short and got short again and got short some more.
Wow.
100 G's.
We're going to talk more about Daniel in just a second. All right. Here's the bottom half of our top 10 list. You saw those XFA numbers from yesterday, so we had a big shakeup on the leaderboard today. All right, starting at the bottom. Pin dropped from 6th to 10th after a small drawdown. Ryan, new to the list. Ryan moved into 9th place after that nice $60,000 day yesterday that we just mentioned. Raj, who spent a lot of time in the top 5, has dropped to 8th place after dropping about 10 grand yesterday. Ferez moved up a notch after pocketing 6 grand across a pair of XFAs. And Adam D. Adam jumped into 6th place from 9th after spreading 13 grand across 3 XFAs. All right, Eddie, give me that drum roll.
What?
Take it.
A drum? Oh, there it is. There it is.
All right, we got 2 new players on the list today. It's getting real tight.
Whoa.
We're going to start at the bottom, though. First, you fell from 4th to 5th despite a $13,000 winner yesterday. Adam J. Adam's new. Adam was on that XFA P&L list. Adam was in 17th place yesterday, moved into 4th after that stellar $37,000 performance. Ivana was new to the list yesterday. Ivana dropped a notch despite picking up 14 grand spread across 3 XFAs. Now, Daniel had that incredible $104,000 day yesterday. Yesterday, he was in 100. Yesterday, Daniel was in 105th place on the leaderboard and moved into 2nd after that huge day. So,
I love that.
Our guy Tim reached out to Daniel. This morning to see if we can get him on for a quick visit. We'll keep you posted on that. We'd like to hear more about Daniel's big winner yesterday.
What would you guys in the chat while he's doing that? What would you guys like to hear question-wise? Toss it in the chat. We'll kind of, because if we can get Daniel on, I'm sure you guys have different questions that we would ask. That's impressive.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to get Dakota's thoughts here and Power Players about how he feels about the competition closing in on him.
Right on Dakota's heels. Yeah, Dakota hit the loss on me yesterday. Took a nice bit of a drawdown. Still holding on to that top spot though. I mean, he's up 11 grand right now apparently. So, way to cover it up today, Dakota. We'll see what this looks like tomorrow. Yeah,
love it.
Big shakeup today. Big shakeup.
Man, oh man.
So you was able. This goes to show, guys, like you can move down the leaderboard by being up on the 13 grand. You was up 13 grand and still moved down.
That's correct.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Same with Ivana. Ivana was up 14 grand and moved down also.
That.
All right, that's all I got for you. Catch you guys later.
JD, man. Let's marinate on that for a second. Good stuff. Like I said, we got Dakota coming up to Power
one day, best day ever. 100 grand.
Yeah, over 3 accounts.
Yes, I have never made 100 grand in a day either.
Trying to remember.
Well, Michael, when we're trading those 100 lots for when we're trading the 100 lots for that house account, we'll get $100,000 day there.
Trying to
a great candy bar.
He's texting.
100 grand.
45 grand was probably my best day if I can remember right. I was ecstatic.
Yeah, I'm slacking, Andre. They have me scheduled for an interviewing somebody in 7 minutes.
I think you're about to get interviewed here in about 7 minutes.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Yeah.
I think all right, NASDAQ catching a bit above 17,900 now. Everything's being met with a lot of rejection there. S&Ps might be taking a turn to the upside.
Still in our failed auction long in the S&Ps here. Up 10 points on it right now.
Coming up to VWAP. VWAP now looking at 50.99. S&Ps, call it 5,100. It's been the price for the last couple of days. Boy, those are some big numbers put up by our traders. Great stuff.
I'll hold this up to 5103 and get out. We'll see.
What do you got, John?
I'm still long off that failed auction on the downside in the S&Ps. 50.88. So we're up 10 points on it right now, and I'm looking to see if we can get up to 5103 for the profit target on that. That takes us pretty much to the value area high for the session today. So I would be happy with that with that profit.
Ooh, I do see the man has been logged in. This is going to be very exciting, folks.
Yeah, this is
very exciting. He's got a smirk on his face right now, Michael, if you can see the green room. He's ear to ear, man. Ear to ear. This will be exciting. I'm going to drop back to chat when Eddie gets back. I will be in the chat. It's going to be fantastic television. But of course, we'll keep an eye on these markets. Dow up against VWAP. We got Powell coming up. We got that. Hey, Rips, real quick. 10:30. We got a 52-week auction. Why is that? Tell us why that's important.
It's a long-term fixie, so we're going to see if people. You have to understand that we also have a TIPS auction later, a inflation protected security later in the week. I think that's going to be more interesting. That's going to be on Thursday. But long-term fixies are basically going to tell us whether or not people think interest rates are going to be going up in the long term or the near term here, because it's a 52-week auction. So it's just basically going to tell us are rates going to go higher or lower from here. And if the auction has high participation, that basically means that people are thinking that we're going to stay higher for longer. So that participation rate, that bid to cover, is going to tell us what the market participants are thinking. They're going to put their money where their mouth is.
Love it. Thank you very much. Very good. Gold's retreating a bit beneath 2,400 trade 23.94. Volume has been tapered off since. All right, guys. Well, if without further ado, our special guest is in the green room. Eddie, if you want to take it from here, I think you know this gentleman.
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, trying to connect here. Ring, ring, ring. We got going on here. How you doing, Ope?
Good. How about you guys?
Good, man. Nice to see you. Check this guy out.
Cool. How's everything going?
Pretty
What's
good,
up, Opie?
Yeah.
Patty Cake. What's up, my man?
Patty Cake.
What'd you call him?
Opie gave me a lot of names back in the day, but I think Patty Cake would be the other one. You use Stroke Boy a lot. I think that was kind of one that really got me.
Yeah, that was daily too. Yeah,
that was daily. Yeah.
but my favorite for him is Patty Cake.
Yeah, Patty. PTK. Thank you. Oh, PTK, Patty Cake. Yeah. So, hey, Opie, how long have you known Eddie Horn?
Oh, Eddie. Yeah. I mean, I knew him basically since probably 98 was when I started. 99.
Yeah,
around there.
Been a long time since we rock and rolled, man.
Yeah. I went to a couple of Eddie's. He did some stand-up comedy here. I went to a couple of those. Yeah, I've known Eddie for a while.
That's cool.
So,
man.
Yeah, so you've known Eddie for a long time. What was Eddie was? I remember you meeting Eddie, and it's called Kid Comedy. And I remember you guys would work together. He would flash in orders to you guys off the desk, and then you and Hulk. And if we do have the bigger picture too, we'll share that one. But this is Opie in the pits right here. He's on the call. He was a broker, and then his kind of, what would you call Hulk? Your partner?
I was my partner, yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you guys would sling a lot of big size. What was the biggest size you guys ever put into the markets?
I mean, we would do when the Dow, like if you did 1,000 lot contract, that was a big one. Spreads, if you did 1,800, 1,800 lot contract, that's 3,600 contracts during the spread. So during the spreads, we would do 4,000 or 5,000 lot orders. But probably like biggest straight, like, straight trade in a Dow was probably a good, we would get like a 1,500 lot order, things like that. But yeah, it was a lot of size. Eddie was one of our bigger customers. They were with Eddie, it was consistently 20 lots, 20 lots, 20 lots, like right after another. There was no breaking for like an hour and a half. It was constantly on the market, off the market. If you get hit, filled, or if, because Eddie was on the phone, so we had somebody who would hedge it. I don't know specifically, didn't know what he would hedge it with, but when the market was good, it was always 20 lots, and as soon as it went bad on the other end, pulled it. If we didn't get a hit, we try to get out of it, things like that. But yeah, Eddie was a bigger customer of ours.
Yes,
yeah, those were good times. Those were Deutsche Bank saying, Eddie, you know what? Sell 1,000. Get it done by noon. So they'd let us have a little fun with it, and they'd never bitch about a price. And
I was going to say,
many times,
a lot of those bigger orders were like that, where they would be like, "Hey, here's a 1,500 lot. Just do like 100 every half an hour or something like that." And we just want it done by like 12:30 or 1 or something. Yeah.
Right, because they had to go to the Yankees. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Ope, you want to give us one of the stories from the past? It can be anything. Just give us something. The markets are quiet today. Guys, we have Opie on here. OPE was his badge. You can see back here, this is my badge. That's why he calls me Patty Cake or whatever he calls me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Opie, give us a story. Concise, quick, and impactful.
From the pit?
From the pit.
Yes.
So I remember the
private life.
I just remember the first time I had to, the first time I actually saw a clerk basically like shit himself. Like it just got so busy, and he was just like a deer in headlights. And I just remember looking at him, and like eyes got real big, and he started shaking. It was like one of the first times I feel like I took leadership of the group and kind of jump up there and just told him to get out of the way type of thing. And that's when I first became like an ARB clerk. I was like 19, and that was probably that was the first time I've seen somebody like I literally think he shit himself. But that was like one of my biggest memories of like him getting like it just like a deer in headlights.
Was that the other clerk that was working with Hulk?
We had a couple. We had when I started, we had Don and Max, but you probably dealt with like Ryan. There was a couple of them. Joe Holt.
Yeah. You guys even hired my daughter as a runner.
Yeah. We always had. For the most part, there was always a mainstay of me, Harold, Hulk, and Tim. But then, like, we had a couple ARB clerks come in and out and things like that. But that was my biggest memory, is when I first saw somebody actually like shit themselves, like from a market being too fast.
It happened.
That was probably like my first because that didn't faze me at all, and that's why I did so well down there. The controlled chaos didn't bother me at all, where you could see some people who if it got like that, and that was, like I said, first time I ever seen somebody like, oh my God, what do I do type of thing.
So guys, Opie's on here. Opie, you can, Opie, we got some folks saying you got an accent. What part of Chicago? What part of Chicago you from?
I'm from the South Side.
Of course, that's the accent, ladies and gentlemen. South Side boy.
Yeah.
So, Opie, you started in 98. So you started in the Dow pit. I started trading Dow minis in 2002. And when did you start in the Dow pit? Was that your first pit?
98 was my first Dow pit, yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I take it back. 99. 99 was the first time I was in the Dow. I started out, I did a summer in the 5 years as a runner, like just my first job out of high school. And then Ico offered me a job. Ico was You guys. Iko was
I remember.
basically my first real boss down there, and then when he left, he basically gave the group to me and Harold Hulk.
Iko had a big drug problem, if I recall.
Yeah. Near the end, yeah. But
who did?
Yes, near the end.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, who didn't? That's a good question.
Like God,
Well, the trading floor did breed a lot of characters.
Oh, characters! I'll tell you the one thing I mean, I love the Board of Trade, but I probably had more. All of us probably had more life experience.
Uh-oh.
There you're back.
Life experiences, Opie, you got to cut out.
Oh,
life
my
experiences.
fault.
What?
Sorry, I said most of us. I had by the time I was 25, we had more life experiences than most people have in their entire lives.
Oh my God, yeah.
By far,
it's not like nothing else working on the trading floor. I can't compare it to anything.
People try to ask me what to compare it to, and I say like a high school locker room.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Melting pot of different folks. Yeah. Oh, it was self-regulated at the same time too. So imagine that. So
yeah.
Opie, I was hinting at. What's that, Johnny?
It's like high school with money.
Mm-hmm.
It's like high school. I called it recess with money. I remember back in the day, I used to call it recess with money because the people were of that a mature level. But it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Any other stories, Opie? You've seen a lot. You've seen a lot.
So I also I mean I have a wild story. I mean so I am I'm fairly young. I consider myself young. I act young. But I'm technically retired. So in 2001, I was going through a lot of things. My dad had just passed away a couple months prior. I had to stay with my mom. I went out and spent a lot of money on a car and was just kind of running through money here and there because like they said, it's a recess with money. So, I was 21. I was driving a brand new Escalade. I mentioned to somebody that I had bought I had pre-ordered an Apple iPod, and somebody told me, hey, if you're going to drop $300 on an iPad, at least spend $300 on their stock. So in 2001, I happened to buy some of their stock and basically forgot about it. At the time, I always heard at the Board of Trade, you don't keep a lot of stuff in your name just in case like something happens, you blow out or something, they can't come after like your house. So I had the stock in my uncle's name and basically forgot about it for over 20 years and basically found out 2 years ago that I had stock in Apple.
Come on, give us price.
What did your uncle say?
Come on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So my uncle had stock in it too, and he was basically getting out because he is moved to St. Lucia, built a house out there. Yeah. So because he invested in it too. So basically, I had no clue about it. He's like, I'm getting out. What do you want to do with yours? And at the time, I thought I had some Walgreens stock with him that I knew about. So he'd always ask me about it, and I always thought that he was talking about. But then turns out I own stock in Apple.
So you got to give us. We don't have your first and last name on here, and we just have your picture. Okay. Give us what you put in, and give us what you exited. That's a trade.
So I exited with just under $2 million.
Oh, what'd you put in?
I think it was $750 or $1,000. Wow. I don't remember the exact amount.
That's crazy.
To be honest, yeah. So,
guys,
now I'm retired. I'm semi-retired. I work for benefits. I have my house paid off, cars paid off, no debt, anything. So,
I mean that's
my one story from the Board of Trade.
Great trade.
That was a great trade.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I think Mike Bellafiore wrote the book. What does it say? One Great Trade. I think that was the name of the book. Maybe you guys can correct me. Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, that story, I remember you told me about it, and 20 years of holding Apple and not knowing it. That's a pretty interesting story. So
yeah, I mean,
kudos.
like I said, it just happened to be like like the timing of my life. Like I said, I lost my dad. I was just kind of spending money, and I just completely forgot about it. And yeah, like I said, I knew I owned some Walgreens stock, and I always knew that, but I completely forgot about the rest of it because at the time, like, I don't know, I was 21, and $750 wasn't a lot, so you don't even think about it.
Right.
And yeah, so and I mean,
Good thing
here's the
your
thing:
uncle
if
was
I
honest.
would have known about it, pardon.
Good thing your uncle was honest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, I think I'll tell you right now, I'm pretty sure he invested more than I did. And has
Well, that's why
continued
he's down
to.
in
So
St. Lucia.
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, he's doing pretty well himself. So either way, but yeah, so now I'm just kind of trying enjoying life, man.
Hey, Opie, you in contact with Hulk at all?
I do. You know what? I am not. That's the one thing I don't have any social media. So that's the only thing. That's the one reason why I might jump, because I just a lot of those guys. Harold. There's a lot of guys that I would like to know what they're up to, or at least run into them. I have ran into a couple. I'm out in the Downers Grove area now, and I have ran into a couple ex traders here and there. But yeah, nobody I'm really interested in. So
Are you still trading?
no.
You've
I
signed
left
it
at the
all.
border trade. I left the border trade in 2010, and I never traded again until I got out of my Apple stock.
I think you're one of the first guys and only guys I've known to end on their highs, like P&L highs.
Win the Super Bowl and retire.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the border trade is something that I wish it was still there. I mean, just so people can go and see it and experience what it was and when it was, everything. It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, it was something that you we're not going to get back to. It's like getting in a batter's box with Nolan Ryan. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Right? It was something that you'll never forget.
Yeah, it was an awesome time.
Opie, I'm glad I've never forgot you, buddy. We haven't traded down there in a long time. I want to thank you for coming on here. It's really a really good story. We're going to have you dig up some more stories. And as you let us know about those, we'll get you back on. But nice trade. One good trade.
Yeah.
And as you know, we've been friends for a long time, and you've been friends with Eddie for a long time. And Eddie, I would say you'd probably back me up saying Opie was one of the coolest guys in the Dow pit with all the other Dow guys. By far.
You know what?
By far. So,
by far. You'd be able to go, Opie, I got an issue. I got a problem. We got an error. And Opie wouldn't freak. He'd get it done and he'd do it right. That's why we got you back here, brother. Much love.
And that's why, and that's one thing. That's one reason why I love the border trade, because it didn't matter who you knew, if you were able and faster, or you were able to make your boss more money than that person, you were getting that job no matter what your age was.
Okay, really quick, Opie. Yeah, Opie, really quick. Do you have any wild stories of Eddie? You've known him. You've known him longer than me.
You did, didn't you? And Harold went to Amsterdam, right?
I went by myself to meet a female friend.
Yeah, I remember. So I remember that.
Not in the red district. No, she was outside the red.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, man, Eddie was a good dude, man. He, like he said, if he ever needed, that was somebody, like, you wouldn't do that for everybody, but if there was a problem and there was an error, you'd make sure you try your hardest to get it done and fix for him. Other people, you'd be like, you figure it out. That's your problem. You need to figure that out. But Eddie was a cool dude. So, like I said, went to a couple of his, he used to do the comedy shows, went to one or two of those. So he was a good dude.
Kid Comedy is what his name was on the trading floor. He was hilarious. He still is hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, looks ain't everything, okay?
Yeah. All right, Opie, buddy. Thank you very much. You have a good one today, and we'll get you back on.
Thanks for having me on, you guys. Eddie, it was good seeing you again. Patak,
Likewise,
patty
brother.
cake. It was good talking to you, my man.
Take care, buddy.
Nice to meet you.
All right, guys.
Take care, Oak.
Later.
I like stories.
Yes, I do too. Good stuff. Oh my! All right, back to business, boys. It was fun.
Yeah, Eddie, we're still right here in the middle. Hoagland, we're right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Rips, we're right here in the middle.
I made
Nothing
12 points on that long in the trading combine, so I'm back high. I'm back up on that, and I'm saving the live account for Power Hour. I'm actually in Power Hour. I'm going to have some fun with this.
Well, good. If you get a house account there, trade going, let's make it
Andre will be
happen.
in it.
House account.
Andre will be in.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
I'm up a total of $185, and that was after being down all day. So I am
Always a good
I'm
thing.
feeling okay. Yeah, didn't get away from me.
Yeah, so I'm going to hang out and wait for Power Hour at 2:00. I'm looking forward to it.
I think that's where the best price action of the day is going to be, John.
Right? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping the price action goes my way.
Unless you're Dakota, then you make $11,000 trading this price action.
Right. Right. Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've done that. It's been a while, but maybe we'll do that today. Make 11 grand in Power Hour.
Would love
That'd
to
be
see
exciting.
I think you could do it. I could see that happening today.
Yeah, I mean, on any given day, right? It's got to be the right day.
Usually happens when you least expect it.
That's so true. You hit a home run, it's usually by accident.
100%.
Crude traders, taking a look at crude here, high 85.73, a very good line of resistance. I think we tagged it almost 3 times here on my 15 minutes, but pulling back 85.47. Gold right now, $23.99 on sale. And we also do have the NASDAQ here. NASDAQ sort of sleeping a little bit with the S&P slowing down a bit. But like you guys said, it's thin, and I think we are waiting for Mr. Powell to join the festivities.
Look at where gold.
Yeah, this is
yesterday's point of control was 24.1060. The high 24.0980. Within 8 ticks of it, and right back off. So it always continues to amaze me how those points of control just kind of attract price and then repel price. So often that's the case. Didn't quite take it out, but right there. Amazing.
Yeah, if you're just scalping between these ranges, I mean it's a pretty wide range, 834 all the way up to 918, and then the tighter range, 873 to 918. There's definitely some money to be made, but you really have to be on the ticket.
I'd take a little bit.
Hey,
more
while we got some time before we close Fast Market, a lot of people have been asking about this, and I think Jack has the answer and winners. Talking about our caption contest. Jack, what do you got for us here?
Well, it's not all of the winners. We selected them last night, and you should get an email by about 6 p.m. Central today if you were one of the many that we liked. By the way, much better job on this one than the previous. You guys were bringing it. Here's just a brief few of the ones I liked. Andre finally opened his third eye. Take off your glasses. You can clearly see a double top asymmetrical triangle bear flag forming for JD.
That's pretty good.
These last two are my favorite. ICT actually predicted the eclipse.
Oh, gotta have laughs in this business. Let's just laugh.
We gotta keep doing this. This is fun.
And lastly, I don't know why this one cracked me up. Maybe it won't for you guys, but oh look, sun, no moon.
What?
And that's how you do captions.
That was great.
Thank you, Jack. We shall have more pictures for caption contest down the road. That was fun.
Found your gold picture. Oh,
yeah, there it is.
maybe someday.
Yeah,
there's that gold
the
bar.
doorstep.
Yeah,
The doorstep.
mm-hmm.
I remember that was
the
at the very
doorstep.
beginning of market prep. We were using an iPhone to do it.
Oh, I have some old videos to share sometime.
Oh, good.
I'm thinking about that ad hogue that got nixed. It was pretty funny. Where you were in the coat.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. And don't forget about the Friday dance.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Let's keep it here.
That was funny.
Rips, how you doing today? How's the trade going, my friend?
Oh, just hanging out, watching the market here. I did get a couple good trades on some combines, but for the most part, the red combines outweigh the green ones right now. I think I'm green on 3 and red on 6. So not the greatest day of trade for me.
No. We've got a poll here. Let's get a poll before we close it out here, if we can. How many traders are up on this very thin day of trading? And how many traders are down on the day? Let's get a poll up here, post it in the chat, and we'll see where we stand. As far as I go, I'm hands off here, and I know that some of us here are, if you want to call it, under the weather, and see what we can do here.
Say that.
Scratch days, guys. Scratch days count as winners up on the day.
Yes.
Yep.
So not trading as a position. Remember that. You're preserving your
we
capital.
got a poll coming. Yeah, we got a poll coming, guys, so you can hold off. I'm at $30 down now, Rips. So I'm
That's really good. That's a really nice recovery.
Yeah.
Also,
there's something more satisfying. You could trade for an hour and make like $1,000, but there's something well more satisfying ending the day like up $20 after you're down like $2,000. There's something much more satisfying about that.
Yeah, I agree.
We do have, there it is. Oh, there goes the link. There it is. All right. Are you up or down today? And I'm not talking about trading standing up or trading sitting down. I'm talking about your account. Up on the day, even if it's $1, you're up on the day. And like Michael said, if you're flat on the day, that is preserving capital. Not trading is a position. So consider yourself being up. Let's get this vote in. Let's see where we stand.
Isaac's doing well. And just by looking at the chat, looks like a lot of people are up today. That's good.
So far, almost 700 votes here. Yeah, over 700 votes and the majority up on the day. 63%
Nice.
showing profit, 37% down on the day. Well, like Rip said, the day is early. We might see the blender turn on when Powell is speaking. I know that he came over the wire here just a little earlier that he did say something here regarding that. I think he was talking about, let's see if I can find it here. Mr. Powell.
NGU.
Yeah. House Budget Panel Republicans met with Fed's Powell today to discuss monetary policy and inflation. So we might see some of the repercussions from that possibly coming up here a little later on. We can have him speaking.
Yeah. Williams speaking at 11:30, Barkin's barking at 12, and Chairman Powell at 12:15.
12:15.
Lots more talking Feds coming out. We'll see how that goes.
So Barkin's the opening act, and Powell's the headliner. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They got Barkin's got a 15-minute set.
Yes.
We're back at the 18s. We're in the 20s. These are the levels that Andre was sharing today. What are we thinking around here?
This will be the 5th time that we've tapped this level since basically 8:30 this morning. So this has been the big level where we've been rejecting off of. We had one clean sweep of liquidity above it, where we tussled above 930 temporarily, but this has been a very, very tough level. You can see on my screen here. We have multiple touches on this level, 5 of them. This is touch number 5 right here.
Oh, yeah, this is a tough one. I just put myself 900 in the hole on that rally. Can't do this, Mikey. Nope. Yeah.
It's a tough day. Tough day.
And this is the high of the range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's touched it 5 times on a 5-minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then 30-minute.
With that failed auction at the bottom in the S&Ps, I'm right now only thinking longs. Took 12 points on that one. But I don't know. We'll see what Powell has to say.
Thank you, Robert, for that poll. We had over 1,000 votes and held up. 62% up on the day, 38% down. Thanks, Robert.
Looks like.
Oh, now I just want to get short up here, John. You're talking about failed auctions down there. So, can you really quickly explain to everybody what a failed auction is and where the failure happened?
Of course.
And you said in the S&P.
Yeah, if you want to go on my screen.
Yeah, so, quick one.
Yeah, this is initial balance. Is this blue line here? The high of the initial balance, which we're quickly approaching, is 51.10 half. The low of the initial balance down here. 50.87. Price exited the initial balance and then came back inside, leaving us what we call a buying tail at the bottom. This failed auction is the price auctioned lower, but did not attract business, did not attract new sellers. As a matter of fact, sellers backed off, buyers took over, and you can see the result of that. Now, this isn't solid. It doesn't happen every time, but it does give you the opportunity to limit risk. We took the long up to I think I was at 10.75 is where I got out. And now look, we're taking out the high. We're taking out the high of the initial balance. So this is more likely going to end up being a range bound type day because we've looked below the initial balance and now we've looked above the initial balance, but anything can happen. But that's basically a failed auction. Price moved lower, sellers backed off, buyers took over below the initial balance, opening the next 30-minute bar inside the initial balance. And then we rotate usually to value high. That's a pretty good target. This is a pretty good move on this. This is a pretty decent move off that failed auction. That was a good trade.
Yeah. All right. We are just about out of time here, my friends and traders. And I wanted to say thank you very much, Rips, for being with us here today. And by all means, hope to see you commenting and staying with us here in the chat. Michael, thank you very much for being with us here also. Get you back here tomorrow. We got you back here tomorrow with Deanna. But, and of course, Johnny Hoax, you're here all day. So I'll meet you in the coffee machine. We're going to take a break here. Power players, check this out, folks. Andre, Coach Jay, Coach Dakota. Oh, man, I'm going to sharpen my pencil and get ready to take notes. Awesome. We'll be right back. Have a great day, you guys. Thanks again, Rips. Thanks again, Michael.
Rips,
and,
Michael.
We'll be right back.